Scharf is on the right side. She's open, going to fire up a three. Right wing, got it! And the Warriors lead by 10 at 14-4 now. We're down to 6 seconds to go. On top to Royer. Left side, Erickson open off a pick. Left wing for three. Got it! In the closing seconds of the first half. And the Warriors now have their biggest lead of the half. They lead by 14. McGowan pushes it ahead, lowers the head, drives in. Nice feed to Schrader. Her layup up and in, slid over the right side of the rim. And the Tiger Hawks now back within one. Central, after scoring 23 points a week ago, put up 24 in the first half. Built a 14-point lead. Tiger Hawks clawed back within one, but Central with the finish. They win by a final score of 42-33. Right side, Ashleman open for another three. Got it from the right wing. Back-to-back threes from Ashleman. Tiger Hawks lead 6-0. Inbounds to Owen Hammersland. He's left open. Left wing for three. Got it again. Ashleman went for the steal. That left Owen Hammersland open. It's a one-point game. Zittergreen, double team, left side, intercepted by White. White gets it ahead to Riester. Lone goes behind the back that time. Riester does. Who drives in and throws it down. Lone went for the steal. Riester, nice shake and move. And it's a 10-point lead for North Fayette Valley. Here's another steal. And by the way, here comes another dunk. Two-handed flush. It's 38-26 as the Tiger Hawks student section goes nuts. North Fayette Valley led by 9 at the half, and they win in the season opener, pulling away from Central in the second half. North Fayette Valley 76, Central 55. That's your final score.
The best high school basketball is on KCTN FM 100. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball again tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, MFL MarMac is at Clayton Ridge. First off, we have the girls' game. The Bulldog girls dropped 2 games this week against Waukon and Turkey Valley. They look for a bounce-back performance tonight. The Eagles are off to a hot 3-0 start. This young team hopes to keep their winning streak going. It's game 1 of 2 with MFL MarMac and Clayton Ridge. Tonight's Chalk Talk coming up next on KCTN FM 100.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester. The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hofler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. We begin the Chalk Talk for our girls' game. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. Coach, her team now 1-2, dropped a conference game Tuesday night to Turkey Valley, 45-40. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, it was a very physical game, and we just on our half-court offense, I didn't think we executed our offense very well, and with some injuries that we have and some girls playing out of position, we just struggled a little bit. And credit to them, they came ready to play, and they ended up getting us in at the end.
All right, let's go through starting lineup for your team in tonight's ball game then.
Yep. Well, we'll start with our 2 seniors, Ava Kishman, Autumn Shaw, and then we'll go to our junior, Casey Pica will get her first start of the year, and then we'll go with Emmy Wickner and Emma Driscoll.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Yep, Cora Keener and Sam Ruff, and then potentially freshman Evie Fritz.
All right, now turning our attention to Clayton Ridge, what do you know about the Eagles?
Yeah, they get, every time we come into Clayton Ridge, it's always kind of a tough place to play for whatever reason. Probably credit to them. They get some good size in the Reimer girl, and I think they got a mix of some younger kids that are coming in and making some plays for them. But they usually play a 1-2-2 defense, and they do a good job with it. And they always play us tough.
All right, keys in the ball game for MFL MarMac. Then what do you have to do?
Well, I think we just need to kind of understand our roles a little better, be a little more patient when we get into the offensive end, and just rebound the basketball. I think we've played some big teams, but I think we need to still do a better job of rebounding, especially on the defensive end. Just with our injuries and some of the things we have going on, we just need to be confident in what we're doing, and if we do that, we'll play well.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
You betcha. MFL MarMac basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen on his Bulldog team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Garden View Place in Monona. Vorwald Enterprises, Inc. in Monona. Canocro Floor Covering in Monona. Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville. Ems Machine and Manufacturing in Monona. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona and Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. We continue the Chalk Talk for our girls game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge assistant basketball coach Casey Czar. Coach, her team now 3-0 off to a great start. Defeated West Central Tuesday night 48-27. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we had a little run-in with Alyssa Willie kind of getting banged up a bit starting off there. She kind of rolled her ankle, so she was day-to-day, but I think she'll be ready to go for tonight's game. But against West Central, Amira Millard really just took over for us. She actually pulled down 20 rebounds and scored 19 points. And then Lola Reimer playing in the middle also had 11 points, 11 rebounds. It was a good team effort. Defense looked really, really good. Had a lot of steals that led to offense for us, and that's kind of been our big thing this year that we've been focusing on is having defense turn into offense for us. So that was a big key that night is just make them turn the ball over and go score points.
All right, let's talk about your team offensively here. Starting five first off.
Starting tonight for us as our seniors, Lola Reimer and Amira Millard, junior Kamaya Millard, and then we're going to start two freshmen tonight, Erica Sarazua and Hayden Reimer.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
So our other senior, Alyssa Willie, we did talk about how she had a kind of a banged-up ankle, but I think she'll be ready to go. She's been working on it a lot with our trainer. She'll come off the bench just, managing minutes. It's early in the season. And then the Dean sisters, Avery Dean and Mallory Dean, will come off the bench for us as well. And then freshman Jovi Allen can also play some minutes for us.
All right, let's talk about MFL MarMac. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
The Bulldogs play very fast-paced. They're a young group, guard-heavy. They like to play chaotic basketball in a good sense way where they want to get the ball out. They want to go and run. Seen that on some film lately. And you got to just out-rebound their two seniors that play in the middle for them. If we can do that and play our style of offense, which, we like to take time off the clock and go score 2 points and then go play really good defense, we just can't get caught in a running game with them.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for your team then.
limit turnovers. They're going to be in your face, that man-to-man defense. Really got to take control of the shot clock and knowing that we can't turn the ball over late and just getting the ball inside to our seniors and letting them go to work and making shots when we can. Also, free throws is going to be huge. I think this game's going to come down to making free throws.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you later on tonight.
Thanks, Dan.
Yes, Clayton Ridge, assistant coach Casey Czar, talking things over there about his Eagle program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We have a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going either on your farm or on the road. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Check out our current rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions. Edgewood Auto and Towing in Edgewood.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Sinceriors Interiors by K in Monona, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Agent Lanny Keel, your New York Life agent in Garnavillo, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Allwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Behrens along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to Guttenberg. It's Upper Iowa Conference basketball tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, it is MFL MarMac and Clayton Ridge. The Eagles are off to a hot 3-0 start. They are 2-0 in the conference. MFL MarMac is 1-2. They are 1-1 in the conference. Before we get into the ball game, we want to apologize tonight. We are only audio tonight on KCTN FM 100 on the KCTN app, as well as the KCTN YouTube channel. Some technical difficulties with the video tonight, so you'll just have to listen to the play-by-play if you're following us on YouTube tonight. But either way, we've got a good matchup. Let's start here with a minute to go. Let's talk about the game.
Yeah, we'll do our best tonight. But I think you look at these two teams, I think both of them are going to have to rebound tonight. And both of them are going to want to establish some kind of inside play. I think that's been the bright spot for the Clayton Ridge Eagles, is talking about getting that inside play, which opens up their outside shooting for them. And I think what's going to happen here is going to depend on tempo. Clayton Ridge is going to want to slow this down, work the half court, limit the possessions. I think MFL, they're going to want to go. They want to force the guards to go fast and handle the ball.
MFL MarMac is a team that is undersized, and that's the way it's going to be most of the season, just not a lot of height, and they'll face one of the taller teams in the conference tonight, which has been doing a very good job of getting the ball inside. Double-doubles in for Amira Millard along with Lola Reimer in their last ball games against West Central. The one thing the Eagles know they've got to do tonight, take care of the basketball.
Yeah, you got to handle the ball. You got to handle the pressure, handle the ball, control the tempo. I mean, if you want to stay undefeated in the Upper Iowa Conference, you have to have some guard play that can handle what's going to go on.
All right, so we're ready with the starting lineups here for game 1 of 2. We've got the boys game coming up a little bit later on tonight. Let's go courtside with our public address announcer, Rick Colbert, and tonight's starting lineups here for our matchup tonight. Take it away there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Upper Iowa Conference matchup between the MFL MarMac Bulldogs and your Clayton Ridge Eagles. At this time, we'd like to introduce tonight's kid captains. Our first kid captain is Estelle Livingston. Estelle is the daughter of Megan and Derek Livingston and was nominated by Ms. Vlasny. Estelle has consistently demonstrated outstanding leadership, kindness, and a dedication to making our classroom a positive and welcoming space for everyone. She's a great friend to others. Keep it up, Estelle. Our second kid captain is Jocelyn Lewis. Jocelyn is the daughter of Joshua and Abby Lewis and was nominated by Mrs. Farmer. Jocelyn is an extremely hard worker and is always doing her best in class. She's always willing to help others and is quick to follow directions. She's a wonderful example of Eagle pride. Nicely done, Jocelyn. One more round of applause for Estelle and Jocelyn. And now let's meet the starting lineups. For the Bulldogs, a sophomore number 2, Emmy Wickner. And for the Eagles, a freshman number 1, Erica Sarazua. For the Bulldogs, a junior number 20, Casey Pica. And for the Eagles, a freshman number 3, Hayden Reimer. For the Bulldogs, a senior number 21, Autumn Shaw. And for the Eagles, a senior number 4, Lola Reimer. For the Bulldogs, a sophomore number 24, Emma Driscoll. And for the Eagles, a senior number 10, Amira Millard. For the Bulldogs, a senior number 30, Ava Kishman. And for the Eagles, a sophomore number 24, Kamaya Millard. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Brian Bugenhagen, and Jess Schubert, assisted by Mike Driscoll. The head coach of the Eagles is Savannah Czar, assisted by Casey Czar. Now, ladies.
There you have it, the starting lineups. Opening action coming up next from Guttenberg with MFL MarMac and Clayton Ridge.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com.
Welcome back to Clayton Ridge. The Bulldogs wearing their away black uniforms there. They got the black tops, the black bottoms with yellow trim on the shorts. The Eagles wearing their home white bottoms and the white tops with the green trim. So Eagles trying to finish a 3-0 week. MFL MarMac trying to avoid an 0-3 week.
Yeah, both these teams looking to get a win tonight. Clayton Ridge would love to be a 4-0 start on their season. It show a lot of growth out of the program. MFL MarMac trying to get back on track and get another win in the win column.
Reimer to jump it up at center court there against Driscoll, and the tip goes into the backcourt, but it's actually picked up by Wickner, who drives in left side, and scores the left-handed layup. Just like that, Wickner's speed beat everybody to the jump ball, and the Bulldogs strike first, and here's full court pressure.
It's almost like she baited him into tipping it to the open person and took it away.
Sarazua in the offensive end for Clayton Ridge. Again, this will be the issue. The very young guards, can they handle the ball? Reimer has it on top, again guarded by Wickner, and the ball knocked away, but Reimer able to maintain the dribble, goes right side, cut off, and goes back out on top to Millard in Kamaya. Back over left side to, once again, Sarazua in the lane looking for Millard. Triple teamed immediately. Somehow tries to step through it. Saves it on the wing to Kamaya Millard for three. Got it from the right side. That is Amira to Kamia. And the Millard girls hook up, and the Eagles are on the board. Back offensively very quickly is MFL MarMac. Pika, as Clayton Ridge will play here a 1-2-2 zone. Sarazua plays the top. Right side, Pika drives baseline, traveled with the basketball. Gave a little pump fake, and that brought Reimer out from the post, but she ended up shuffling the feet. By the way, that last shot by Camilla Millard was actually a 2.
Oh, only a 2, yeah. Her foot was right close to the line. I couldn't see it, but they're going to say it's 2, so we're all knotted up.
And a little early start for this ball game tonight, and they had planned on playing 5 quarters of JV. I don't think that happened tonight. We only played 4. But here in the backcourt, it's the pressure by MFL MarMac and a turnover by Reimer. Had some problems hanging on to the ball right away. And as she turned, there was a double team and a turnover forced against the Eagles.
And we talked about the pressure is something the Eagles are going to have to handle. And you can see already MFL MarMac wants to up the speed a little bit and get up the court.
And we talk about the 2 younger guards at Clayton Ridge, the 2 freshmen, so it's trial by fire. But keep in mind, Wickner's only a sophomore.
Absolutely.
Inbounds, MFL MarMac turns it over. Tried to go in the lane, and the pass intercepted by Reimer. It is a steal. Sarah Zua picked up by Wickner in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline, throws it right side. It's kicked, but goes into the hands of Amira Millard, who drives baseline, and she has the ball stripped away, but unable to hang on to it. Out of bounds is Shaw, is where it ends up, right below us, and the ball goes to the Eagles off the right side of their basket.
Yeah, a lot of attention to Amira Millard. When that ball goes inside, there's another girl coming over right away to give that support.
Alyssa Willie into the ball game, her first appearance, a senior who, again, has been the starter for them, but dealing with an ankle injury, so minutes somewhat limited tonight. She'll check into the game for Sarah Zua. Meanwhile, inbounds right side to Amira Millard. Millard back over right side to Willie. Gives him another 3-point shooter, by the way. In the lane to Reimer. Double team, triple team, knocked away, taken away by Wickner. And again, there's that converging defense down low. Back left side, Wickner in the offensive end. Over to Pika, left wing for 3. Got it from just off the left wing towards the baseline. And it is 5-2, the early lead now for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, just a nice shot there.
And back across the timeline is Willie. Double team. Tried to step through it, but she gets the ball back to Millard. Millard into the offensive end. 2 minutes into the ball game here. So Reimer sets up shop. Right side to Willie. Willie in the offensive end now as they work things around.
Yeah, just up top of the key there to Miller and over to the other side to younger Reimer. And she's going to take a 3 and comes off hard off the glass.
The shot banks well long. Rebound by Willie, but misses the putback from the right side from 8 feet away. And the loose rebound picked up by MFL MarMac. About 2.5 into the opening quarter. Clayton Ridge extending that 1-2-2. Wickner, right sideline, puts it on the floor. Nice feed to Shaw, but wasn't expecting it. It's picked up by Amira Millard, and here's the fast break. Millard jump stops, lays it up from the right side up and in. And an in-control move there. The 2-step jump step there.
Yeah, nice control. I'm going to jump stop. I'm going to go up strong with my right hand. And if there's any contact, she was able to absorb that.
5-4, the early lead for MFL MarMac. And here is Kishman, right side to Pika. Pika drives baseline, takes a little 1-foot runner, 8 feet away, banks it long. It is no good. Millard gets the rebound, but I believe is tied up underneath the basket. Tied up with Shaw, but the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge on the alternate possession rule.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this happens because there's been great ball pressure from the Bulldogs on the guards, and you can see with Clayton Ridge and their half-court defense is starting to trap on the wings, trying to slow down MFL MarMac's guards.
Reimer checks out of the ball game. In there will be number 10, Jovi Allen, another freshman. So the Eagles not afraid to play 3 freshmen here this season. Camilla Millard in the backcourt, double team, tried to step through it, and again took an extra step. So MFL MarMac trying to trap any opportunity there as a guard works their way up the court.
Yeah, and with the quickness and the athleticism that MFL MarMac has, they can trap with anybody. They're going to be able to recover out of that, so they're looking to be aggressive on defense.
Wickner, left side, almost intercepted by Willie, but missed the pass. Goes to the elbow now to Kishman. Kishman in the lane, back right side to Wickner. She puts it on the floor, drives in, pulls up, 10-footer, banks it off the back of the rim, facing the basket. Rebound pulled down there by Reimer. And Allen has the ball taken away by Driscoll. Driscoll drives in, swooping layup, no good, but bodied on the drive in off the right side. So again, turnovers have been an issue really for both these teams early this season, and it will be MFL MarMac hitting to the free throw line with Driscoll for 2.
Yeah, and Driscoll just came and picked her pocket on that press because Wickner was keeping her going towards the left. I think they're going to try to make those freshmen go to their weaker hand, and Driscoll just picked her pocket from behind.
Driscoll, free throw, good. It's 6-4. MFL MarMac in the lead. Sarah Zua back in. Allen checks out for Clayton Ridge. So they've already went 3 deep into their bench. And Allen just in there for a spell for Sarah Zua. Second free throw on its way by Driscoll. Circled around. It is no good. And the rebound pulled down off the right by Reimer. So 6-4. Bulldogs the early lead. Sarah Zua across the timeline into the offensive end. Back out on top to Amira Millard. Millard gives them some experience there handling the ball on top. She'll help them get into the offense. Willie now with it. Top of the key. Bulldogs, by the way, playing girl-to-girl defense the rest of the way. Sarazua has it right side. And top of the key now to Kamira Millard. Back weak side to Willie, who's covered. Left side back to Kamaya Millard, who goes on top to Sarazua. Shot clock is at 5. Willie goes right side, trying to get the shot off. Instead, throws it over to Kamira Millard, who rushes the 3. The shot is no good. Rebound, in fact, picked out of the air by Kishman. The ball was deflected on the shot. Either way, it was going to be a shot clock violation. Here's Kishman from the elbow. 15-footer, right elbow, shot no good. Driscoll tracks down that long rebound, but in the offensive end, flipped it into the backcourt to Kishman. And that ends up being a hustle turnover. It's great hustle there by Driscoll, but a turnover nonetheless.
That's so hard to put down a turnover because that was 100% a hustle play, trying to save a possession, and just got caught in the front court to the back court.
The only question would have been, did she have possession? But to tip it back, they apparently felt that she must have.
She did, yeah.
Pika checks out along with Kishman. MFL MarMac makes their first 2 substitutions. Cora Keener into the ballgame, a junior. And also in there is number 4 in Samantha Ruff, a sophomore. So in the lane, they try to work it down low to Millard. The ball knocked away. Fronting the paint there is Keener, knocked away, out of bounds. Eagles take it off the right side of the basket.
Yeah, Cora Keener working hard inside there on Amira Millard and just trying to keep the ball out of her hands in the post.
And off the right side, they go middle of the lane. Inbounds to Reimer. Catches it high. Post-up shot. Aired it out from about 4 feet away. Millard tried to save the rebound and diving along the baseline, tried to flip it back, but the ball ends up out of bounds. Good hustle by Millard, but the ball goes back to the Bulldogs. MFL MarMac struggled against Wakan offensively, and then the other night, again, a little depleted, and only scored 40 points after scoring 60 in the opening night against Turkey Valley. Here's another travel. Again, Ruff got the ball in the right wing, moved the feet before moving the ball. We've seen a couple of those turnovers early.
And that's the right idea. Those guards are giving ball fakes, and Clayton Ridge, the posts are coming out on that. So it's the right move, but you got to get the ball to the ground before you move the feet.
Inbounds to Reimer. Reimer gets out of the double team, but has the ball intercepted by Ruff near the lane. And the Bulldogs force yet another turnover. Ruff brings it back out on top to get into the offense. And Ruff now called on a hand check by her defender. So Ruff was dribbling the basketball, was going to bring it left side, and that is our first whistle of the game?
I think that's our first foul of the game, yeah.
So that is the second team foul, but it's just the first on Amira Millard, called for the hand check. Checking out will be Reimer. Back into the ball game is once again, I believe, Sarazua coming back
in the ball game.
And so Sarazua's been in and out a couple of times here early. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Right side, Ruff goes in the lane to Kishman, deflected out of there, but the loose ball picked up by Sarazua. Used her speed to get the ball along the baseline. Eagles force a turnover. Now into the offensive end comes Willie, and on the near sideline, a blocking call committed there by Ruff as they tried to dance along the sideline and avoid a turnover, and that's the first whistle against the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, they want to go fast, but they have to take care of the basketball, and they got to play defense with their feet. I think Ruff was close to good position, but then kind of stuck that hand out.
Millard in the offensive end, brings it middle of the lane, swings it right side to Willie, who puts it on the floor, takes an 8-foot one-handed runner off the back of the rim. Reimer the rebound, put back, no good, but good straight-up defense by MFL MarMac. I think Keener got a part of it, and the rebound by the Bulldogs. So they converge down low. Ruff back into the offensive end, has it on the left wing, brings it back out on top to Driscoll. Driscoll, crossover dribble, goes down the middle of the lane, takes a 1-foot runner, banks it long from 8 feet away. Actually went off the wrong foot driving in there as Millard gets the rebound for the Eagles. Amira Millard gets the rebound underneath.
Man, we've had flow to this game, Dan. No stoppages of play. These girls are getting up and down and working hard.
And back out on top, Sarazua. Sarazua with it. The Eagles are the team that wants to be a little more patient offensively, and we've seen that with the shot clock running down a couple of times, but they've had good movement. In the lane, they try to go to Reimer. Off her hands, the ball knocked out of there in the lane, and it's picked up by Ruff. Ruff loses it, where it's picked up by Sarazua. Sarazua back to Millard. Her shot no good as Driscoll reached in over front. That ended up being a mad scramble and kind of some sloppy play, but the Eagles will take advantage to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, Alyssa Willie's going to get the recipient of that. She had the ball in her hands and couldn't quite get that shot off, was converged upon there, so she's going to shoot two, and this is the first trip to the free throw line for the Eagles.
And free throw on its way by Willie. It is good. Clayton Ridge led offensively by Willie's been one of those contributors there. Again, about a handful of points. Amira Millard, though, is averaging 15 points and 15 rebounds. And Reimer technically averaging a double-double.
She's running 10 and 10 as well, so those two have been doing a great job. Willie hasn't had to be the big scorer for him so far.
Second free throw on its way. It is good. We're tied at 6. Meanwhile, Ava Kishman, one of the leaders there for MFL MarMac at 8 points a ball game, but Emmy Wilkner, is their leading scorer at over 11 points a ball game. Meanwhile, driving in the lane is Pika. Nice dish dish to Keener, who just did not finish. Pika actually gets the ball knocked to her at the left elbow, hits a 15-foot jump shot, and the Bulldogs retake the lead at 8-6.
Yeah, that was a great entry pass there to Keener. She just put it up a little strong, but Pika able to steal that. Here's a steal by Emmy Wickner.
And Wickner drives in, left-handed layup up and in. Back-to-back buckets for the Bulldogs. Here's a timeout by Clayton Ridge, with a 10-6 early lead for the Bulldogs. Timeout on the court. Let's take this break.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
So the first timeout taken by Clayton Ridge with 1:32 to go in our opening quarter. It is 10-6 right now, MFL MarMac. And a good timeout taken by Clayton Ridge because the Bulldogs thrive on those runs.
They do, and they just put back-to-back buckets together there. Things were getting a little helter-skelter, so Coach Czar says, hey, let's just slow this down, know what we're going to do against this press.
And inbounds, it will be Clayton Ridge, that 1-2-2 press by MFL MarMac, and they really overplay it. Reimer in the backcourt, knocked away by the Bulldogs, but picked up by Kamira Millard, and there is a 10-second violation. And you took the timeout to set up how you want to handle the press there, and you end up with a 10-second violation out of that timeout. Never makes coaches pleased.
Well, and you talk about, the inexperience, but the passes just weren't real crisp, so they were fumbling things. They were having to dribble backwards to go get the ball, so all of that took time, and the Bulldogs just thrive on that. They just put more pressure and more pressure on that.
And here with it on top is Wickner. Clayton Ridge continues the 1-2-2 zone. They go left side, launching up the three there. That is Fritz, who just came in during that timeout. Evelyn Fritz hits the three, and it's 13-6. Bulldogs lead by 7. Jovi Allen just checked into the game, brings it into the offensive end and traveled with the basketball. And again, as she brought it in the offensive end, they converged in a turnover committed there by the Eagles.
Yeah, just picked up the foot and drug the other one, and just slow developing there. But again, a forced turnover there by the Bulldogs because they were making the pace faster than what the Eagles want.
So backcourt area, it is Wickner. Wickner brings it across the timeline. Eagles extending that 1-2-2, and Wickner a reach-in foul committed by Reimer on top. So Reimer extends that up to near center court, and that is just the third whistle against Clayton Ridge. 49 seconds left here in, once again, the half.
Yeah, under a minute to play here, and that's going to reset the shot clock. We've got a couple substitutions here for Clayton Ridge. Lola Reimer's going to check back in, and so is Sarah Zua.
And that will check out Allen along with Reimer. Reimer has her second foul, by the way.
Yep.
So backcourt area, they go into Wickner. Wickner with it, left side. Again, as the Eagles extend that 1-2-2, she's going to bring it all the way right side. And over to Fritz, right wing, open for three, leaves it short, but the rebound tracked down there by Pika, who saves it back to Keener, and the ball goes knocked right back to Pika. She'll take a three left side. Aired that one out long, trying to save the rebound underneath is Evelyn Fritz, could not track it down on the sideline, and the ball goes back there to Clayton Ridge.
Man, there's a lot of youth out on the court tonight, Dan. Yep. Both sides of the ball. We've got freshman guards just flying all over the place, hitting shots.
Yeah, Evelyn Fritz is a freshman. Now, the Bulldogs without Brynlee Fritz due to injury there, and the question will be whether or not she'll be able to come back. Tried to play the other night, but dealing with the knee injury we saw against North Fayette Valley last week. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs force another turnover. It's picked up by Wickner. They can hold for the last shot should they choose. By the way, Amira Millard now plays the top of that 1-2-2. So left side, Pika, pick and roll to Keener, back over to Pika, puts it on the floor, traveled with the basketball, moved the feet, gave a little head fake, moved the feet before moving the ball.
Yeah, early in the season for the Bulldogs, with Brynlee Fritz on the bench there, Ariana Fish is also on the bench with an injury, so a couple of early injuries. That's why we're seeing some more of these young girls play. And here's another turnover, a bad scramble in the middle of the court.
And nobody finally has the ball. Somebody finally does, and it is Amira Millard who picks it up with 4 seconds to go. She hands it back right side to Willie. 2 seconds to go. Willie throws up a runner along the baseline. Shot no good, and the opening quarter comes to an end. She aired it out. We played one quarter. The 7-0 run by the Bulldogs put them up 13-6. Let's take this break.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavilla, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader.
We've played one quarter with the early game tonight, 13-6. It is MFL MarMac in the lead. What do we have for shooting in the opening quarter?
For the first quarter, the Bulldogs were 5 of 12, 2 of 4 behind the arc, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. For the Eagles, they were 2 for 9, 0 of 2 behind the three-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So our score sits at 13-6. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to start with the ball there at half court, and looks Clayton Ridge still staying in that 1-2-2 zone.
It will be Wickner along with Driscoll, also out there Pika, Shaw, and Kishman. Starting 5 out there for MFL MarMac. Driscoll has it right side, brings it in the lane to once again Pika. Nice pass down low to Kishman on the right block, muscles her way in, banks it up and in. A 9-0 run for the Bulldogs. They lead 15-6.
Yeah, great entry pass to Kishman there.
Backcourt area, it is Kamia Millard into the offensive end. Kamaya Millard, sorry about that.
Yep.
And it's only taken us a few years to get used to that. On top, and she's just a sophomore. Meanwhile, in the lane, they go to Reimer, who takes an off-balance 8-footer, banks it long, just outside the lane. Kishman clears the rebound. MFL MarMac's done a good job not allowing too many offensive boards.
Yeah, kind of a one and done.
Left side, Driscoll open for 3 off the side of the rim. Kishman gets the rebound, saves it back to Pika, who drives in, takes a 1-foot runner off the left foot, shot no good. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Kamaya Millard for the Eagles. And we're 1 minute into our second quarter. So back over left side with it is again Kamia Millard in the corner to Amira Millard. Only took us about 3 years to get Amira's name right.
Yeah, we're working on both of them tonight.
She's been a long-time player for the Eagles. Willie with it, right side to Millard. Millard back over on the wing to Willie. She's open, right side for 3. It's off the back of the rim. A good open look. Kishman got the rebound. Nice box out. Reimer at 6'1". Tried to reach over top of Kishman, but she had the perfect box out position, and the foul committed against the Eagles.
Yeah, Kishman made sure she made contact with Reimer, knowing Reimer was a little bit taller, had the advantage up there, and was going to try to reach over the top, but not when there's contact.
And across the timeline, it will be Wickner into the offensive end for the Bulldogs. First foul of this second quarter, the first on Reimer. Right side to Pika. Pika back over to Wickner. Wickner swings it left side to Driscoll. Driscoll in the lane to Kishman, puts it on the floor, traveled with the basketball again. Again, had the right idea, but just moved the feet as she turned towards the middle of the lane to make her move.
And that's the 9th turnover on the Bulldogs. Clayton Ridge had 9 in the first quarter, so both of these teams just going a little fast right now.
And that's going to lead to a lot of trouble. And on the inbounds, Kamira Millard throws it right to Wickner, basically. So it's a steal for MFL MarMac. Right side, Pika on the wing, 17-foot jump shot, short, and the rebound cleared there by Amira Millard, but there is a foul, and actually a timeout, rather, taken by Clayton Ridge, their second timeout. 6:13 left in the half, 9-point lead for the Bulldogs. Let's take this break.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Buchenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
So with 6:13 to go in our half, 15-6 is our score, a 9-point lead for, once again, MFL MarMac. Second timeout taken by the Eagles, and they, again, have to work on handling pressure.
They do, and that last pass that Emmy Wickner took was just a sloppy pass, and she just stepped in the passing lane.
Sarah Zua checked back in during that timeout, brings it across the timeline, right side to Willie in the offensive end, 2 minutes into our second quarter. Amira Millard left open, right side, she'll take that 3, hits the side of the backboard, goes off the front of the rim. She certainly has the ability to shoot from there. Shot no good, and the rebound pulled down there by MFL MarMac. Wickner back over on top to Driscoll. Driscoll left sideline to Pika. In the lane, nice entry pass to Shaw, who scores from the left-handed block. It was Kishman on the right side earlier. This time Shaw from the left side. An 11-0 run for the Bulldogs.
And both of those girls do a nice job of posting up and finishing strong around the bucket.
And here back across the timeline, Reimer, right side to Willie. Step behind the arc for three. Got it from the right wing. She's definitely their top shooter and stepped right into that. That stops the run.
Yeah, and no hand in her face or anything, so she had a good look at it, able to knock it down.
And back across the timeline, it is again Casey Pika trying to go to Kishman, deflected out of there by Amira Millard. Good fronting defense in the post. Loose ball picked up by the Eagles, and MFL MarMac turns it over. So back across the timeline is Willie. Willie left open again, going to take another three, almost the same spot. Got it from the right wing. Back-to-back threes, and here comes a timeout by the Bulldogs. Suddenly it's 17-12. A 5-point lead for MFL MarMac. They take their first timeout. Let's take this break.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
We've seen a couple of timeouts here in the first 3 minutes. Clayton Ridge to readjust how they're facing the pressure from MFL MarMac, and I would think the Bulldogs talking about there's a shooter you can't leave open.
Yeah, there was a missed assignment there defensively 2 times in a row, so they wanted to get that corrected, and here is some full court pressure going to be set up by the Eagles.
Backcourt area to Ruff, who just checked in. Wickner also into the game. Back in there is Evelyn Fritz for the Bulldogs, and they bring it back left side to once again Wickner, who races into the offensive end, beats the pressure. Right side, that's Keener. Baseline 10-foot jump shot, leaves it short. Shaw had her hand on the rebound, could not corral it. She had position inside, and the loose ball picked up by Willie, who clears the rebound for the Eagles. Amira Millard back into the offensive end now here. Right side to Camilla Millard. Back out on top now to Willie. In the lane to Reimer. Right elbow covered. Throws the pass. Intercepted by Wickner. And then a reach-in foul by Willie. Not a terrible foul because Wickner was about to drive in uncontested left side. She had a step on everybody.
Yeah, that was a smart foul there just to slow Wickner down because she had an unabated trip to the hoop there.
And off the sideline area, it will be Fritz taking it inbounds. Fritz on top to Wickner. Eagles now back into that half court, 1-2-2. 4.5 left in our half. Ruff on the right wing. Back out on top to Wickner. Wickner left side to Fritz. Entry pass to Shaw. Overshot her. Had the right idea. Shaw had established position in the left lane area, but the pass just a little hot. Goes off the hands and back to the Eagles.
Yeah, Shaw done a nice job of getting that inside position and trying to hold off that Eagle defender, but the pass just a little out of her reach.
Backcourt area. The ball bobbled by Sarah Zua, but hangs on to it. Now tries to throw it ahead. The ball goes near center court, near the sideline area on the near side, and it ends up being tipped back by Millard and picked up by Keener for MFL MarMac. Ruff into the offensive end. Eagles turn it over again. They've averaged about 30 turnovers a ball game, and they want that number to come down. Fritz in the lane to Shaw. Shaw takes a step by Reimer, but plays Annie over on the left shot. It is no good. Offensive rebound by Ruff. She misses the putback on the offensive side on the right side. And finally, the rebound cleared off the left by Willie. Couple of good looks for the Bulldogs. They come up empty.
Yeah, point blank and not able to capitalize on that at all.
Willie right side to Millard. Millard pulls it back behind the three-point line to Camilla Millard. And back out on top to Willie. Left side to Sarah Zua. Left baseline area now to Amira Millard, and they'll work it around with the shot clock approaching 10. Sarah Zua, left side, that is again Amira Millard, left corner for three, got it! They have hit 3 threes in a row. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, that was a big bucket there. They've gotten themselves right back in this. Now they need another defensive stop.
So we get towards the 3-minute mark of our first half. What was once an 11-point lead for MFL MarMac has been trimmed to 2 as they've suddenly gone cold. Fritz, left wing. She's going to take a wide open three. Got it from the left wing. Well, they gave her space, and she was able to just step into a smooth shot from the left wing.
Yeah, she's another one you don't want to leave her open because she's got a nice stroke.
Inbounds pass. It's overshot. They tried to go to Willie. It's tracked down near center court by Shaw. And for the second time in the backcourt area, they flip it from the front court area into the backcourt, trying to save possession. But that's an over and back. It's a turnover, but a good hustle anyway.
Yeah, good hustle play. Force the turnover, but then turn over and give it right back to him. And we're going to have another substitution here.
Yeah, Reimer in. Checking out is Camilla Millard. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, Jovi Allen has checked back in as Camilla Millard checked out. as it is Wickner stealing the ball away from Reimer, picked her pocket, and now Wickner able to blow Breyer, drives in left side, misses the layup though. Keener got the rebound, but I think she gave a little nudge to Reimer trying to get free. So Reimer did a good job hustling back defensively. Bulldogs come up empty on the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, good steal there by Wickner, just not able to get it high enough off the rim. Went up with the left hand on the left side, just didn't get it up into the square there.
And it will be more substitutions. Camilla Millard quickly in. Willie checks out. Driscoll in for MFL MarMac, as checking out for them will be Wickner. So there's the substitutions, and it will be once again during the break. Kishman checked in for Shaw, by the way.
Yes.
So Reimer has the pass thrown right to Keener, who jumped in front but misses the layup driving in from the right side, left it short. Rebound tipped out of there, picked up by Reimer. MFL MarMac gets back defensively. Reimer stops, pops, 17-footer just inside the top of the key. Hits the jump shot there in transition. Eagles back within 3.
Confidence out of that freshman.
Ruff drives in, tried to step between 2 defenders, and traveled with the basketball. Man alive, the turnovers really mounting up.
Oh my goodness, this is sloppy on both ends. Both of these teams just not valuing those possessions, and they've both been getting good looks. MFL MarMacs have not been falling, so they really need to value that ball.
All right, Willie back into the game. Allen checks out for the Eagles. Backcourt area now to Willie. We are approaching 2 minutes left in our half. Camilla Millard in the backcourt to Reimer. Reimer, better hurry. The clock is down to about 2 seconds. She gets it up to Amira Millard. Right side, that's Willie, wide open. Right side for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound by Camilla Millard. Got it over top of Evelyn Fritz, but missed the putback underneath. It hit underneath the rim. And here's the Bulldogs back in the offensive end. Driscoll looks to the sideline to see exactly what they want to run. Right side to Ruff. Ruff in the right sideline area. Kishman on the right block. Puts it on the floor. Goes between the double team. Swings it left side to Evelyn Fritz. Back out on top to Driscoll. Right side Ruff. Open right wing for 3. Off the side of the rim. But the rebound Shaw off the left side in a reach-in foul on the floor from behind. So again, the Bulldogs have done a good job rebounding on both ends of the court. They'll maintain possession on what is just the 3rd foul against the Eagles.
And that was a nice rebound by Shaw there, getting inside of that, and the three-pointer coming off just a little off of the edge of the hoop there. So able to get that rebound, but not able to get it back up before getting fouled.
Sarah Zua checks in. Willie checks out. We mentioned Willie, again, has dealt with an injury, so just kind of getting back for them. Inbounds, it is Kishman who rolls to the left block, but is too strong with the shot. It was altered by Reimer, Lola Reimer there, and the loose ball picked up there by Hayden Reimer. So back across the timeline is the Eagles. 90 seconds left in the half. Right side, the pass intercepted by Ruff. Ruff saves it over to Driscoll. Driscoll has a left-handed layup, and it's up and in. Made sure she took that in good stride, and the Bulldogs up by 5.
Yeah, we're down to almost just over a minute to play here, and both of these teams have been struggling offensively. Both look to get a couple buckets before the halftime.
Amira Millard across the timeline into the offensive end. Right side to Hayden Reimer. Reimer has the ball knocked away by Driscoll. It is stolen away. Driscoll drives in again. Left-handed layup. It is up and in. Back-to-back layups by Driscoll. And just like that, the Bulldogs turn turnovers into points. They lead by 7.
And they're going to put that full court pressure on here, and another tipped ball. So they're staying aggressive. You know, they've only got 1 foul, so they can stay really aggressive here this last minute.
Evelyn Fritz checks out. Wickner back into the game. Hayden Reimer checks out for Clayton Ridge, and they will bring back in Jovi Allen there for the Eagles. 53.8 seconds to go in our half. That was the 2nd foul, by the way, committed by Alyssa Willie for Clayton Ridge, the last foul earlier. Meanwhile, Sarah Zua to Allen. Allen tried to go into the center of the court to Amira Millard. It's knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Wickner, who drives in, floats to the right side, lays it up and in. And here is another spurt by the Bulldogs. 3 layups in a row. They lead 26-17.
That was a tough shot by Wickner, but here she is again, going to pick a pocket, try to get that
she
steal.
Knocked it away from Sarah Zua. Sarah Zua on the floor, along with 3 Bulldogs in the backcourt. Fortunately, they're tied up, and the Eagles will maintain possession with 29 seconds to go in our half.
We get about a 1-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, so Eagles can essentially hold it for 1 more shot.
And it will be Camilla Millard taking it out of bounds in the backcourt to Sarah Zua. Again, MFL MarMac extending that pressure. Sarah Zua to Amira Millard. It's knocked away. And again, we've got 3 girls on the court. This time, it's 1 for MFL MarMac and Ruff, along with Mira Millard. And as well, Sarah Zua, a jump ball. And let's give it back to MFL MarMac with 22 seconds left in the half.
All this chaos is being caused by the Bulldog defense. They were just suffocating those guards for Clayton Ridge.
Inbounds to Wickner. They will work for the final shot of the first half here with a 9-point lead. And Wickner just holds the basketball back by the volleyball line. 10 seconds, they'll get into the offense. Right side to Ruff. 7 seconds to go. Try to go in the lane. Intercepted by Lola Reimer. Steal by the Bulldogs, or the Eagles, I should say. Amira Miller takes a half-court shot with 4 seconds to go that banks off the front of the rim, and that's how the first half come to an end. She could have got closer to the third three-point line, but almost banked it in anyway. We've played one half. The Bulldogs close the half there on what ends up being a 9-2 run. They lead 26-17 when we return. First half stats and more. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
At Alameda Clayton REC, we provide more than energy. We also provide ideas to help you stay safe, especially during harvest season. If your equipment contacts a power line, back away. When you can't back away, call or radio for help. If you must, jump clear of the equipment. Do not touch the ground and the equipment at the same time. Report power line hazards today. At Alameda Clayton REC, we care about keeping you safe. That's the power of human connections. Alameda Clayton REC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
At Alameda,
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Garden View Place in Monona. Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona. Kanakor Floor Covering in Monona. Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville. Ems Machine and Manufacturing in Monona. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona. And Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington.
At the half, 26-17. MFL MarMac in the lead. They led 13-6. At the end of the first quarter, the lead actually grew to as much as 11. The Eagles able to work their way back within 2 at 17-15, but a 9-2 run to close the half puts MFL MarMac up by 9 points as they outscored Clayton Ridge 13-11 in the second half. And Coach Hammond, let's go through the individual totals. Let's start with MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac is led tonight by Emmy Wickner with 6 points and Evelyn Fritz with those 2 3-pointers, so she's at 6 points. 5 points for Casey Pika, 5 points for Emma Driscoll, 2 points for Ava Kishman, 2 points for Autumn Shaw. So everybody getting involved in the scoring. They shot 39% overall, 3 of 6 behind the arc for 50%, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 50%. And they had 13 turnovers there in the first half.
Which was actually better for them in the second quarter, in part to help them get a lead. Let's go to the totals now for Clayton Ridge.
Clayton Ridge is led by Alyssa Willie. She had those couple of threes and some free throws. So 8 points for Alyssa Willie, 5 points for Amira Millard, 2 points for Hayden Reimer and 2 points for Camilla Millard. So 17 points for the Eagles. They shot 32%, 3 of 9 behind the arc for 33%, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 100%. 19 turnovers in that first half.
Yeah, and again, they had 9 in the opening quarter, 10 in the second quarter. So MFL MarMac, this is why they had the lead, 9 points. They had part of that run to close the half was 3 layups.
Yeah, layups, steals, just keeping Clayton Ridge on their toes. And they've had so many shots. They've put up, 28 shots compared to the 19 shots out of Clayton Ridge. That's because of those extra possessions on the steals and turnovers.
All right, so at the half, it is 26-17, a 9-point lead for MFL MarMac. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk about the second half of this ball game and as well as the boys' game coming up a little bit later on. At the break, Bulldogs lead by 9.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Sincerely Yours Interiors by Kay in Monona, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Agent Lanny Keel, your New York Life agent in Garnavillo, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Oilwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
Welcome back once again to Clayton Ridge. Our score 26-17 at the half. I'm Dan Behrens, again along with Coach Aaron Hamann. We want to thank you tonight for joining us on our KCTN FM 100, as we like to say, the mother station, I guess. That's what we're on tonight, kctn.com. And again, on our YouTube channel, just audio only for you tonight for this ball game due to some video technical issues. All right, boys game coming up. Let's talk about that later on tonight. MFL MarMac boys off to a good start this week.
Oh, yeah, they're averaging 74 points a game, forcing lots of turnovers. They're averaging 13 steals. I think they've been impressive offensively. I'm curious how Clayton Ridge handles that, because sometimes Clayton Ridge likes some chaos as well. But Clayton Ridge has been doing all right so far this year as well. They're averaging about 51 points, keeping the turnovers under a dozen. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when these two forces meet tonight.
All right, now the second half of this boys game, or girls game I should say, for Clayton Ridge. take care of the basketball. It's got to start right there because you've been able to do some good things in the offensive end.
Yeah, they've done some decent things in the offensive end. They've gotten some good looks. Not everything's falling, but they're shooting a fairly good percentage at 32%, but they just so helter-skelter getting it into the offensive end. And if you're the Bulldogs, keep turning up the pressure. Force those guards to handle it because you've got some subs that have come off the bench and done a great job for you. Keep turning up the pressure, keep getting those turnovers, and try to get this game out of hand.
It will be the Eagles basketball. Again, they were down by 11, got back within 2, but have since, again, fallen down by 9 as we get ready to start the second half. It'll be Hayden Reimer, Lola Reimer, Camilla Millard, Amira Millard, and also out there as well as Willie. So the starting 5 out there, and on the inbounds pass, they throw it away. Willie tried to go on the offensive end to the free throw line, intercepted by Kishman, and the Bulldogs pick right up where they left off, forcing another turnover. It is for MFL MarMac. It is once again Wickner out there, along with Pika, Driscoll, and Shaw, along with Kishman. And Shaw drives in middle of the lane. Nice entry pass from Driscoll on the right side. Hit a little runner there, Shaw did. And on the inbounds, Wickner steals it away, misses her own layup, gets the rebound, banks it well long, and Driscoll picks up the rebound. It's another turnover, and then another reach-in foul committed by the Eagles.
Yeah, and if this is on Willie, I don't know if that's who this is on, but that'll be her third foul. So they're giving the signs over there. I didn't see who it was on, but Willie had 2 fouls in that first half.
She's got 3
she
now.
Went out. Now she's got 3.
Yep, all they did on the scoreboard is switch it from 2 to 3. Inbounds Wickner, wide open left side for 3 off the side of the rim, left it short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by MFL MarMac. It goes back to Clayton Ridge. And again, the Bulldogs will just continue to hit the Eagles with pressure.
Yeah, they're going to hammer that pressure, and if they have to go half court, they do a great job with that high-low post. That's what got them the bucket the last time down.
Backcourt area. Amira Millard brings it across the timeline into the offensive end. And again, I think we'll see more of that this second half. The experienced guiding hand of Millard. And right side to Reimer. Back in the corner, Amira Millard left wide open there. Does not take the shot. And Camilla Millard left side to Willie. She'll take the open 3 just off the top of the key. Got it. Well, not a bad idea. You don't mind Millard taking that shot, but Willie left open. They're back within 8.
Yeah, they're still not getting out on her very quickly, and they know she's been a good three-point shooter for the last couple of years. Nobody's clearing out on her.
Our first girls score tonight. Central leads West Central 19-2 at the end of 1. Meanwhile, Kishman drives in, flips it back out on top to Pika. Left side to Wickner. Wickner back over to Pika at the top of the key. Left wing to Wickner. Wickner, high post area with Driscoll at the free throw line. Left side to Wickner, who drives baseline, rolls in, but leaves the shot short. So quick along the baseline.
She's so fast.
Yeah, and missed the driving shot underneath. Got too far underneath the backboard.
Yeah, got her shoulders past her defender, got to the rim, but not able to get it up onto the glass.
And now we've got a 10-second violation by Clayton Ridge. The Eagles have yet to get into their offense here in the first 90 seconds plus here in this third quarter.
Yeah, they had the one shot by Alyssa Willie because she was left wide open, but otherwise struggling getting into any kind of flow, and that time almost to half court, and all of a sudden Wickner goes running at her. She picks it up. They get the 10-second call.
And this is a team that wants to get the ball down low. They want to get into the lane, let their size be used to their advantage. So Driscoll, left side to Wickner, who drives in, brings it from left to right, swings it on the lane to Pika. Pika 15 feet away, right wing, circles in and out on the bank shot. Shaw gets the rebound on the floor, but she came down with it on the knees there, and that's a traveling violation. Good hustle to keep the ball alive, but a turnover nonetheless.
Yeah, almost sold it, but she was still going to the ground once she got control of that ball, and that's going to go as a travel.
And again, now MFL MarMac will make a substitution. Ruff comes in. Wickner checks out for the Bulldogs.
I think it's a contact maybe, or maybe a jammed finger. Looks like they're going to pull that finger right back out because looks like she's holding it kind of funny.
Looks a little jammed from here, doesn't it?
Yeah, I could see it a little crooked from here.
Backcourt area, trying to steal the ball there, and finally stealing it away is Driscoll as Sarazua tried to work between a double team. So the Bulldogs maintain possession. Back out on top is Driscoll in the lane. Nice pass to Kishman. Her shot up and in. Muscled it in from the right side. Bulldogs back up by 10.
That was a tough shot by Kishman. A lot of hands in her face. A little bit of contact, but finishes strong.
Backcourt area, Allen just taken away by Pika. Pika back to Ruff, and the Bulldogs force yet another turnover. Back out, right side, Pika. Left open, that's actually right side to Ruff for 3. Line drives it. Kishman the rebound, drives by Reimer. Bank shot, cups in and out, no good. Lola Reimer clears the rebound off the right side. That was a good move by Kishman, just didn't get the roll.
Yeah, not getting the finesse touch there, but a great look by both the 3 and the 2 inside by Kishman.
And back over, baseline area to Amira Millard. Millard to Kamaya Millard. Top of the key to Allen. Left side to Sarazua. High post area now with Reimer. And again, they want to look down low. High post to low post. Back left side, Amira Millard along the baseline. 3 minutes into our third quarter. Sarah Zua with it on top. Right wing, they go high post area to Reimer, deflected out of there. Shot clock's inside 4, and Kamira Miller drives right side and bailed out by contact. She drove right side, and really the shot clock was down to 2 seconds, and a body call committed against the Bulldogs.
And I think they're going to say this is against Kishman, but there was just a physicalness down there and kind of stutter-stepped, and it looks like they're going to call that foul on the Bulldogs. Give it back to the Eagles with a new shot clock.
So Allen checks out of the ball game, as well does Sarah Zua. Meanwhile, back into the ball game for them is a couple of substitutions, actually, new substitutions, as MFL MarMac turns it away. Number 11 is Mallory Dean, a freshman. So another freshman off the bench. And also into the ball game is number 2, and that will be Avery Dean. So we've got the Dean sisters on the court, the Millard sisters on the court. And at some point, if we end up with the Reimers on the court,
sisters,
that's cousins there.
Cousins, yes.
So back across the timeline, Driscoll with a 10-point lead for MFL MarMac. Left wing, Ruff with the basketball. In the lane, tried to bounce it to Shaw. Couldn't find the handle on it. She's tied up immediately. Good hustle. Diving on the court there was Mallory Dean. It is a jump ball, but it stays down here with MFL MarMac.
That was a nice little screen and roll there with Ruff. Came off of that screen, gave a nice little bounce pass to Shaw. Not able to get the handle on that. Lucky to retain possession on the alternate possession here.
Inbounds. Pika goes left wing, Ruff open, left wing for 3, aired it out long, shot long on the shot. It goes out of bounds underneath, and the ball will go back there too. Clayton Ridge on the errant shot.
Yeah, aired it out there, and Sean not able to get a hand on it. We've got another substitution, Hayden Reimer back in, and it looks like Avery Deeding's going to check out for the Eagles.
All right, so now we do have the Reimer cousins on the court.
We do.
4:34 to go in our first half. Inbounds to Hayden Reimer. Backcourt area to Amira Millard. They get it in the offensive end to Mallory Dean. Dean right side to Reimer in the offensive end. Trying to go in the lane there to Dean. The ball is intercepted there by, I believe, Shaw. And Shaw called for traveling. I'm not sure she ever really established position as both were hanging on each other.
Yeah, I think there was no possession there, so they're just going to give the ball back here to the Eagles. But
Pika checks out. Kishman checks out for MFL MarMac. Cora Keener back into the ball game. Also coming back in there is Wickner, now with a little tape on what is that right hand.
And Evelyn Fritz back in as well for the Bulldogs.
All right, that's the 3 that have checked in. Meanwhile, Mallory Dean has checked out for Clayton Ridge. Reimer, problems getting it inbounds, has to throw it on top. It's deflected, and the loose ball picked up by MFL MarMac. Keener picks up the loose basketball. So across the timeline, by the way, Sarah Zua came back in for Clayton Ridge. Keener in the right side, kicks it on over to Fritz. Fritz swings it left side to Wickner. Wickner in the lane to Shaw. Nice job sealing her defender. Uses the left hand, banks it up and in. And the Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night at 32-20.
Yeah, doing a nice job just being stifling with that defense, and Clayton Ridge struggling to get an offense right now.
And this has been a third quarter dominated by MFL MarMac. The pass intercepted by Wickner. Another steal for the Bulldogs. Wickner, left side, brings it baseline, flips it back to Ruff. Ruff in the corner. He's going to bring it back out on top offensively. Right side to Evelyn Fritz. Goes off a pick and roll to Keener. It's kicked out of there by Amira Millard. And that ball will stay down here with 22 seconds on the shot clock.
And here's Alyssa Willie. She's going to check back in. Hayden Reimer is going to check out. Another substitution there for the Eagles. The Bulldogs are going to take it off on the right side of their hoop here with Evelyn Fritz, and going to look to try to get a score here on the out-of-bounds play.
And off the right side, Clayton Ridge, actually MFL MarMac, Evelyn Fritz gets it inbounds to Wickner against the Clayton Ridge defense. Wickner brings it all the way left side. Good hustle by Sarah Zua, cutting off the corner. And back out on top to Evelyn Fritz. Fritz at the elbow, takes an off-balance shot in a lot of traffic, no good. Shaw saves the rebound to Wickner. Bulldogs maintain possession. Wickner to Cora Keener at the left elbow. Keener back out on top to Ruff. Right side, Evelyn Fritz drops the basketball, but it goes off the leg of Amira Millard right below us. And it will stay down here with MFL MarMac. The possession continues.
Well, and I'm not sure what they're going to do here because the horn went off on the shot clock as the ball was going out of bounds. So they're going to give this ball to the Eagles on the shot clock violation.
Yeah, the horn actually never went off on the shot clock.
It did. It was really faint.
And then across the timeline, it's knocked away there as Amira Millard knocks it away at center court. Yeah, nobody realized it there at first, and now the Eagles get possession now at center court.
And that's the first turnover for the Bulldogs, so much better job in the second half, taking care of the ball, but still causing a lot of chaos for the Eagles here.
Backcourt area. Into the game is number 10, Amira Millard, still in the ballgame, and she tried to step through a couple of defenders and ends up turning the ball over.
Yeah, trying to step through, and they had that lockdown pretty good. They snuck up on her after that inbounds, and she had nowhere to go, tried to put it on the ground, and just dribbled it out of bounds.
So the Eagles have scored 3 points here in the first 5 minutes of this third quarter. MFL MarMac scored 6, so they've at least doubled things up here. Left side to Evelyn Fritz. Fritz on top to Wickner. Wickner baseline to Ruff on the right block. Covered. Nice double team, but back to Keener facing the basket. 8 feet away. Banks it long. It is no good. Keener that time took the shot. Really didn't match up with the rim. And the ball goes back to Clayton Ridge. Millard in the offensive end. Kamira Millard steps by Kishman and somehow banks it off the glass, kind of leaning towards the left, off balance. But the Eagles needing that basket back within 10. Wickner, right side, back over to Ruff on the left wing. 2.5 left in our third quarter. Evelyn Fritz trying to go in the lane to Kishman, knocked away there by Willie. Loose ball picked up there by Clayton Ridge. They force a turnover, then a reach-in foul committed by the Bulldogs.
That would have been a nice pass there by Fritz, not able to get it, threaded the needle there. And on the return pass on the Eagles, Amy Wickner, who's been stealing balls all night long, got a piece of the arm that time cutting through.
And again, the Bulldogs set up their full court pressure. We have not been in the bonus at all in this game tonight. First half and here in the third quarter, it looks like we'll avoid it too. Been well played in that regard. Ahead is Willie in the offensive end for Clayton Ridge. Willie brings it back out on top to set up the offense now. Willie left side to Kamia Millard, to Amira Millard in the far corner. Brings it back out on top here. And they'll move it right side. The pass intercepted by Ruff. Read it well. Ruff has a fast break, gets a step on everybody, and scores the left-handed layup. Another transition opportunity, and the Bulldogs go back up by a dozen.
Yeah, when the Bulldogs get those steals, they're not afraid to get out and go.
And Wickner steals the ball away from Kamia Millard, back over to Ruff. Her left-handed layup, no good. Sirazua takes the rebound away and tried to throw it there, tried to maintain possession, but MFL MarMac knocked it away. Bulldogs turned away from that fast break.
And they're just stepping in front of passing lanes and just daring on the dribble, just stepping in there and cutting off the dribble and taking it away all night long.
All right, Evelyn Fritz checks out, as does Cora Keener for MFL MarMac. Correction there. It is Emily Driscoll coming into the ballgame. Keener stays on the court. And Ruff checked out as well.
Yeah, Ruff checked out, and looks like Pika back into the ball game as well.
And Cora Keener will now check out. So that's what Shaw was waiting at the scores table for her. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge brought her into the offensive end. It's deflected out of there and goes back to the Eagles. So inbounds to Amira Millard. Millard back out on top to Willie. Willie will bring it back out on top offensively. Left side to Kamia Millard. Back over to Amira in the lane. That's Reimer. Backs her way through. Right side. Banks it up and in. And that's what the Eagles have really been looking for. Use their size, and they finally get it in a good position to Lola Reimer underneath.
Yeah, and Ava Kishman took one to the ground there, so that opened up Reimer and able to capitalize on the defense there.
Left side, stopping the dribble is once again Pika. Back out on top to Driscoll, who has to track it down near center court line. A minute to go here in the third. Wickner drives in the lane, knocked away. Loose ball by Kamia Millard, who is taken, has the legs taken out from her underneath her by Driscoll as they both dive. And Driscoll, almost like a low chop block there, trying to get the ball. They were both hustling, but a foul called for the foul underneath.
Yeah, just a loose ball there, an errant pass, and Driscoll trying to get to the ground and get to it before anybody else picked it up, but took out an eagle on the way there. So they're going to give the ball back here to Clayton Ridge.
And again, the Bulldogs pick up full court pressure. That was the second foul on Driscoll. Third team foul against MFL MarMac. Again, Clayton Ridge has only committed one. Willie, backcourt area on top, intercepted by Driscoll. Another steal. Back over to Wickner. She drives in and scores the right-handed layup. So again, the Bulldogs just feasting in fast break opportunities. They lead back by a dozen. Backcourt area to Willie, who pushes it into the offensive end. Willie stops her dribble right into a double team and a timeout. Good timeout taken right in front of Coach Domeyer. She takes the timeout, Coach Czar for, once again, Clayton Ridge. 45 seconds left in the third. 36-24, Bulldogs in the lead. Let's take this timeout.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Let's update you on some scores. North Fayette Valley leads Postville at the end of one, 19-2. Central leads West Central at 30-10. That game is at the half. Meanwhile, North Fayette Valley actually just went to the half, 36-10. They lead Postville. So North Fayette Valley leading Postville big, Central leading West Central big at 30-10. Eagles, after that timeout, they've used 3, and they still have 2 to use. We're down inside 40 seconds to go. Willie, right side for 3. Gave her a step, gave her spacing, and she nails another 3. They're back within 9.
Yeah, those threes have been keeping them in the ballgame.
And again, you get her time to set up there. She's a good shooter. That's her 4th three-pointer of the night. Driscoll in the backcourt, and now MFL MarMac against some extended pressure by Clayton Ridge has to take a timeout. 21 seconds left in the third. It's a 9-point lead right now for MFL MarMac. Let's take this timeout on the court.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Quick 30-second timeout taken by MFL MarMac, and the Eagles aggressive in their half-court defense.
Yeah, they extended that to almost three-quarter court just to force the Bulldogs to handle it here. Shot clock's off, so we're at 20 seconds left to play in our third.
Let's see if MFL MarMac works for the final shot. Kishman has it at the elbow. Right side to Evelyn Fritz, just checked in during that timeout. Wickner back left side to Driscoll, in the lane to Shaw, left block. Her shot no good, but she got a position there around Reimer. Reimer commits the reach-in foul with 9 seconds to go over top. Shaw to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, good inside positioning in there by Shaw, and nice entry pass from the corner to kind of lead her towards the basket, and not able to get the good shot up there because of the contact.
And this will be Shaw again to the free throw line. Shaw has been good down low in this ball game. Free throw is good. Bulldogs have had some success getting into the lane a couple of times with Kishman and Shaw.
Well, and I think if you're Coach Bugenhagen and Coach Schubert, they'd like to see more of that. But a tough matchup tonight with Reimer in there and with Millard.
Second free throw being eyed by Shaw. Free throw on its way, and that one is good. Rattled around, but they're going to wave it off. We had some movement. She was over the line. Yep. So Shaw makes the first to make it a 10-point lead, but a free throw violation there.
Yeah, it's violation, so give the ball back to the Eagles, but here's the pressure by the Bulldogs again for the last 9 seconds.
And Eagles, let's see if they can get a shot off here to close the quarter. Center court to Amira Millard, 5 seconds to go. Millard in the offensive end, stops and takes a shot from the volleyball line, banks it long. It is no good. Willie gets the rebound as the half comes to an end. Third quarter, that is, comes to an end. But it is MFL MarMac, a 10-point lead, keeping Clayton Ridge at a distance as we go to the fourth. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com.
MFL MarMac outscoring Clayton Ridge 11-10 in that third quarter. They led by 9 at the half. It's 10 as we start the fourth. What was our shooting there in that, once again, third quarter?
Bulldogs were 5 of 16, 0 of 4 behind the arc. Until that last shot, the Eagles were perfect, but they ended up being 4 for 5, 2 of 3 behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the field otherwise.
So we start the fourth quarter. It will be Clayton Ridge's basketball. Willie Sarazua, Amira Millard. Also out there as well is Lola Reimer and Camilla Millard out there for the Eagles. And for MFL MarMac, it'll be Kishman, Shaw. Also out there as well will be Driscoll, along with Pika and Wickner. I believe that's the 5 we got out there. So right side, Sarazua into the offensive end. Backcourt area, they work it ahead, the Eagles do, in the lane to Amira Millard, stopped at the right block, backs over right wing, and then took an extra step. She did the right thing, trying to pivot out of it, but slid the pivot foot, and the Eagles turn it over. What was the turnovers in the third quarter?
Well, turnovers in the third quarter for the Eagles, they had 12. For the Bulldogs, 3.
So for the Eagles, That's the difference in the ball game right now. Right side to Driscoll in the offensive end. Tried to go in the high lane, high post area. Knocked away by Willie. Couldn't pick it up. Driscoll tracks it down near center court. Back left side to Pika. Pika brings it back out on top to Wickner. Wickner, right baseline area towards that right sideline area. And we've got a time taken here by our official. And we'll see what this is exactly.
Well, I don't
Something
think
with the clock?
they're going to reset the shot clock, are they?
Well, 16 seconds left in the shot clock. So our official from underneath the basket.
I think it's something to do with possession. They've got the possession pointed towards the Bulldogs, which is who it should be because Clayton Ridge started the second half with the ball.
So the clock, I believe, was moving. So, and the other official has not conversed with our other two officials here to make sure we've got what's going on.
Put it back to 25.
So, yeah, something with the shot clock maybe got started a little late, perhaps?
I'm not sure. Maybe if that was a possession change, but I don't think the Eagles ever had possession of it. So they're going to put 25 on the shot clock, give the ball back to the Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs will gain 9 seconds. We go back to action. And back out on top to Driscoll in the offensive end. Left post area to Shaw at the high post, the left elbow. Swings it over to Driscoll, and Driscoll traveled with the basketball. She wanted to go on top to Wickner, but then saw a defender jump in and just took that extra step while hanging on to the basketball.
Turnover here, give the ball back to the Eagles, but here comes the Bulldogs again, setting up in their full court pressure.
And Willie takes it out of bounds to Camilla Millard. Millard brings it across the timeline offensively, brings it all the way left side to Amira Millard. Millard at the left elbow area brings it on over top of the key. 7 minutes left in the fourth. Willie right side to Amira Millard. Left open again. Sets. Fires up the three. Right side. It is short off the front of the rim. Had a great look though. No problem with her at all taking that shot. Wickner clears the rebound underneath for the Bulldogs. Back offensively. Right side to Casey Pika. Pika trying to bounce it in the lane to Kishman. Gets a step by Reimer, but then cut off on the baseline. Amira Millard comes over defensively in the double team. Knocks it out of bounds. Bulldogs take it off the right side of their basket.
Yeah, that time the Eagles doubled down on Kishman there, and she tried to make that move, and when she picked it up, there's another defender. Knocks it out of bounds, so they'll reset here on the right side.
And it will be taking it out of bounds for MFL MarMac is Pika. Pika to Driscoll in the lane to Shaw on the right block. Tries to back her way down. Shot good. Straight up defense by Reimer. Reimer blocked the shot underneath. Loose ball picked up there by the Eagles. So Reimer gets the block and the rebound. So back across the timeline. Eagles left side in the offensive end to Camilla Millard. Millard on the left wing. Back on top to Hayden Reimer. Just checked in that last stoppage. Right side to Amira Millard. Millard brings it baseline in the lane to Reimer on the right block. Feeds it on top. Hayden Reimer right side for three. Banks it long. It is no good. Rebound pulled down there off right side by Shaw. And the Bulldogs are one and done. Again, the Bulldogs have done a very good job not letting second shot opportunities for Clayton Ridge. Meanwhile, MFL MarMac, Pika tried to throw it in the lane to the left block to Shaw. Shaw had her girl sealed, but the pass overshot out of bounds.
Yeah, Shaw just wasn't set up yet, had her girl sealed, but didn't have her position to receive that pass, and it's going to trickle away and give the ball back to the Eagles.
And again, the Bulldogs continue with full court pressure. Backcourt to Alyssa Willie. Willie goes to Amira Millard, still in the backcourt, but again, it allows everybody to clear out, gives them some spacing to bring it into the offensive end. Willie left side offensively. And baseline to Amira Miller. Baseline 12-foot jump shot, flat off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down there by Driscoll for MFL MarMac. And the Eagles tonight, with their size, they feasted the other night against West Central on the offensive boards. Much different story tonight.
Yeah, Lola Reimer only got 2 points. She's only gotten 4 looks at the basket tonight.
And top of the key to Kishman. Kishman left side to Driscoll. Driscoll on the left wing. Back over to Kishman. Patience by MFL MarMac. Pika on the right sideline area with it now. Brings it towards the corner. Try to wrap around pass to Wickner, but the ball deflected out of bounds by Reimer. Fronting the post. Goes to the right side of the basket for the Bulldogs.
And that was interesting. They were trying to get the ball into Wickner, who was trying to post up Reimer, and there's definitely a size mismatch there. So I don't know if that was just a pivot point, but that was going to be a tough play if she would have received that
Lola
pass.
Reimer and Hayden Reimer check out for MFL MarMac. Allen back into the ballgame along with Sarah Zua. Inbounds Driscoll. Open on the inbounds for three. It's off the back of the rim from the right wing. And Camilla Millard skies and gets the rebound off the left. Eagles back into the offensive end. Nobody has scored here in this fourth quarter right now. We've played 3 minutes. Here's Camilla Millard. Gets it left side, fouled by Wickner. Nice pass that time from the right wing. The Eagles got her into the hands of Camilla Millard. She'll go to the free throw line for 2.
And here's your opportunity to score without the clock running. If you're the Eagles, you need to take advantage of all these opportunities. They shot well in that third quarter, not shooting as well in this fourth quarter, but not getting a lot of opportunities.
That's been the story. The third quarter, you mentioned they were perfect from the field, but not a lot of shots. Free throw, it is off the right, banked and missed the rim, another opportunity. And actually, we'll wait for that opportunity because MFL MarMac wants a timeout. 5:06 left in the fourth. Bulldogs still lead by 10. We're at a standstill. Let's take this break.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
So a timeout taken by MFL MarMac. 5:06 to go here in our fourth quarter. They still lead by 10. Both teams in good shape timeout-wise. I believe they each have 2. But it is, once again, the basketball going to Clayton Ridge at the free throw line after the first free throw missed by Camilla Millard. She'll have another opportunity.
Well, I think both of these coaches continue to, hey, we got to work on this. We got to develop this. There's some positives to take, but there's obviously things that they're still working on, and that was a good timeout there for the Bulldogs.
And Camilla Millard will try to salvage the second free throw opportunity. Better form on this one, but it's off the mark. And either way, she entered the lane. She knew it was off and entered the lane before the ball hit the rim, and that will be a free throw line violation. We have seen each of them. Each team now actually having one of those. And MFL MarMac gets it back. The Eagles extend their pressure now.
Yeah, they're going to stay in that 1-2-2, but they're going to go about three-quarter court.
And Casey Pika beats the pressure over to Shaw. Shaw stops from the left block. Plays Annie over from the shot attempt there. As she aired it out to the left side, and the rebound picked up by Clayton Ridge. So not a bad move by Shaw, just did not finish. And now Wickner steals the ball away from Sarazua, but a reach-in foul called on Wickner. Just the second foul committed against Wickner, and MFL MarMac's committed 2 fouls this half. This third quarter, I should say, fourth quarter. Clayton Ridge hasn't committed any.
Man, that was just another gamble there by Wickner, and she's been pretty good tonight, but that one made a little contact before she got to the basketball.
Sarazua brings it across the timeline, right side in the offensive end to Willie. Willie, right wing to Amira Millard. Again, the Eagles need to get hot here in a hurry. Right side to Willie. Willie brings it baseline right side, cover, back over to Amira Millard, right side for 3, aired it out short. Again, you have no problem with her taking that shot. She's open, but the ball goes out of bounds off the left side of the basket, underneath, back to MFL MarMac.
Yeah, Millard, like you said, averaging about 15 points, 15 rebounds, and she's sitting at 5 points tonight. Lola Reimer, the other post for them, she's sitting at 2 points. She's usually at a double-double.
And that's what's been so good for Clayton Ridge. Their first 3 games of the season, I should say, is the inside presence they've had. Sarazua knocked the ball away from Wickner on the pass intended for Wickner. Sarazua able to take it away on the floor. They continue with possession, and now we've got a reach-in foul committed by MFL MarMac. So this is something, if you're the Bulldogs, you don't dare want to do here. They say it's on Wickner, and that will be her 3rd foul. Correction, they changed it to Casey Pika.
Yeah, they gave that to Casey Pika, so that's going to be her first foul, but a 3rd team foul. So the Bulldogs need to clean it up a little bit. They don't want to put the Eagles on the free throw line.
For Clayton Ridge, you'd love to get to the line, a chance to score some more here without the clock moving. Inbounds to Amira Millard, deep right corner. Brings it on over to the right elbow, hands it back out on top to Sarazua halfway through the fourth quarter. And Amira Millard again left open. Back out on top to Willie. Willie, they certainly are where she's at, and she's guarded by Driscoll. Baseline to Amira Millard, who brings it along to baseline. Try to wrap around pass, and a blocking call on MFL MarMac. A little nudge as Amira Millard brought it from right to left. The 4th foul now on the Bulldogs.
Well, and this is the Bulldogs don't want this. This is an opportunity for the Eagles, and they need to take advantage. They need to attack the rim, try to get to the foul line, get back into this ball game. They're only down 10 with about 4 minutes left to play.
And inbounds, they go middle of the lane to Amira Millard, who immediately is triple teamed, and a jump ball as Wickner dove in there, and they'll get the alternate possession rule. That'll go as a turnover for the Eagles on the inbounds.
Yeah, the Eagles wanted to go over the top there with Millard, and Millard caught it, brought it down, and that gave the guards an opportunity to dig into that and try to grab it.
And here again, inbounds. They get it to Driscoll, back to Wickner, who races into the offensive end, beats the pressure, and will pull it back out on top as the Bulldogs have been able to handle so far this pressure early. Back over to Driscoll. Driscoll with it now. In the lane to Shaw, who takes a step by her defender, uses the left hand up and in. Strong move by Shaw, and the Bulldogs equal their biggest lead of a dozen, and a timeout taken by Clayton Ridge. 3:34 to go. It's 39-27 Bulldogs. Let's take this break.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Alcater on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Stop into Nightingale Drug in Guttenberg to find that perfect gift for that special occasion. We have Silver Stars jewelry line, Gans and Carson home decor, Simply Noel purses and bags, Melissa and Doug toys, and baby items. Need that last-minute greeting card? Stop in and see our large selection. We have something for every occasion. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town, family-friendly business, located along Highway 52 in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
39-27, 3:34 to go here in our fourth quarter, the second half. And MFL MarMac has a 12-point lead. Eagles down to their final timeout. And again, they're going to try to turn up the pressure here, see if they can force some turnovers and get some run-out opportunities.
Well, right now, Eagles need to take care of the basketball, get into the front court. I think you got to get the ball into Lola Reimer's hands. She has not touched it enough tonight. She's been working hard in the post, but they haven't been able to get the ball in there.
Inbounds, they get it to Hayden Reimer, just checked in during that break, gives him another guard. Reimer to Willie. Willie brings it across the timeline into the offensive end. Eagles beat the pressure. Good job handling it there. Amira Millard covered right side to Willie. Right back to Amira Millard, and a reach-in foul from behind by Shaw. And that's the fifth foul now on MFL MarMac. And Coach Bugenhagen again just questioning there. What are we doing defensively? We've been so good. Now the reach over top.
Yeah, and you could see Autumn Shaw saw herself caught on the backside in that entry pass, and she thought, I'll just stick my arm around, try to knock the ball. Well, you make contact with the body as you're reaching around with the hands.
Amira Millard to the free throw line for two. The free throw is good, and the Eagles have 3:20 to work with here. They'll be in the double bonus here, and everything's two nowadays. And Driscoll checks out of the ball game for MFL MarMac as Ruff comes in. Shaw will check out. Kishman comes in for the Bulldogs.
And I think Kishman's going to go to work there on the inside. She's been doing a nice job. Shaw's been working hard as well, but I think Kishman's had some success defending in the post tonight.
Second free throw being eyed there by Millard. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Rebound tipped out of there, but picked up by Wickner. Raced in front of the basket and picked up the loose ball. Wickner in the offensive end and a reach-in foul from Clayton Ridge. Now you're the Eagles here. You can be aggressive.
Yeah,
it's only
absolutely.
the first foul.
Yeah, you can get aggressive. You can get after it, try to get steals and breakaways because you've got three more fouls to give before the Bulldogs are in the bonus.
So Sarah Zua will check back into the game for the Eagles. Willie checks out. May see some of these offensive-defensive switches, and right now it appears the Eagles getting instructions here to commit a foul. Let's put MFL MarMac on the line, and Amira Millard being aggressive defensively and trying to reach in on Wickner, trying to draw a foul there. Wickner has it right side, back out on top to Kishman. Kishman at the elbow area, swings it left side. Evelyn Fritz, layup no good, but fouled there, and the foul committed there by Sarah Zua. So a nice entry pass for the Bulldogs. Evelyn Fritz to the free throw line for two.
Well, and if you're the Eagles, that's not what you want. You don't want to foul them on a shot attempt. You wanted to foul them outside, get into that bonus, I guess, or try to get those steals.
Well, free throw by Evelyn Fritz. It's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Neither team a great free throw shooting team. Clayton Ridge shoots 56% from the free throw line, and MFL MarMac is actually at about 50% now here, so a little better. Second free throw by Fritz off the back of the rim, comes up empty on both. Amira Millard tracks down the rebound near the right corner. So the Bulldogs come up empty. Eagles down by 11. Hayden Reimer traveled with the basketball. Again in the backcourt, pressured there by Evelyn Fritz, and the turnover gives it back there to MFL MarMac.
And remember, both of those girls, Fritz and Hayden Reimer, both freshmen out of the court and playing like they are super comfortable out on the varsity court.
Backcourt area to Wickner. Wickner across the timeline, a reach-in foul by Camilla Millard. Yeah, this is what the Eagles are going to do here. They're going to make it a free throw shooting contest. And again, you have, at this point, nobody in foul trouble at all. So you've got plenty to give. You can be aggressive there. See if you can get a steal. If not, take your chance with the Bulldogs on the line.
And I think if you're the Bulldogs, you have to understand that's what's coming. Take care of the basketball, but attack that basket.
And Evelyn Fritz drives into a double team, steps out of it on the left wing, hands it back to Kishman, who drives baseline, swings it over to the left hand, misses the shot driving in. Rebound picked out of there by Willie, who drops it. Cora Keener slides on the court to save it, but I think she may have, well, he took a timeout. Great hustle there by Coach Bugenhagen to catch the official as Cora Keener hustling down the line there to keep possession. So MFL MarMac will retain possession, 2:33 to go. Let's take this timeout.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
MFL MarMac inbounds after they save possession. Brings it back out on top to Wickner. 2.5 left in our fourth. Eagles continue out of that 1-2-2 zone. They've committed 3 fouls. Not quite as aggressive this end in the half court, but Wickner drives by everybody, splits 2 defenders, and scores the layup driving in from the right side. They're up by 13. Biggest lead of the night for MFL MarMac. Backcourt area, it is, again, Millard, and that is Amira Millard. Back over, high elbow area to Sarah Zua on the left side. Brings it baseline on top to Willie. Willie, top of the key, inside 2 minutes to go. Right side to Amira Millard. Millard drives in, falling to the side, is fouled on the drive in, lowered the head. Amira Millard got that wrist taped up, apparently during that timeout. And she'll go to the free throw line here for 2.
Kamaya Millard.
Sorry, the good news is we got the name right.
We did.
But it is Kamaya to the free throw line for 2. 1:58 to go here in our fourth.
The Bulldogs are still super, super aggressive, and it's like you've got the lead. Play good positional defense. Don't put them on the free throw line.
Free throw by Kamia Millard. It is good, and it's 41-29. Reimer back in. That's Hayden Reimer back in. Sarah Zua checks out for Clayton Ridge. We'll see MFL MarMac Monday nights. Hope to have the video option running on Monday nights with Edco and MFL MarMac. And then we'll see Clayton Ridge a week, actually, after the break we'll see them. A week from tonight, it's Postville and Central. Meanwhile, second free throw, no good. 1 of 2 made there by Kamia Millard, and the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. So here's Wickner across the timeline. Again, if you're MFL MarMac, you can be patient here. And as I say that, the ball knocked away, but Wickner picks it up near center court. Brings it left side, tries to go on top, knocked away by Willie. Last touch by MFL MarMac, out of bounds. And it'll go to the Eagles with 1:41 to go here in the fourth.
Well, they just need to be more patient. Take care of that basketball. Work your offense a little bit, and then try to get a good shot instead of rushing everything.
Inbounds, Ruff, who just checked in moments ago, knocks away the inbounds pass underneath the Clayton Ridge basket, but it will stay down here with the Eagles in their backcourt. Shaw in, Cora Keener checks out for MFL MarMac. So time here is on MFL MarMac's side, and the big thing is for MFL MarMac defensively, you can continue to play that full court press, but you don't have any more reason to be aggressive at this point with the foul situation.
Yeah, you don't need to reach, don't need to grab, just good positional defense and make them handle the basketball.
Willie to Amira Millard, back right side to Willie. Willie drives baseline, cut off to Hayden Reimer on the right wing. Reimer goes to Amira Millard. Millard back right side to Willie. Willie takes an off-balance one-handed floater from 17 feet away. Shot no good. Kishman gets the rebound. Couple of scores. North Fayette Valley leads Postville 54-12 at the end of the third quarter, and Central leads West Central 49-20 at the end of the third quarter. Meanwhile, it's 41-29 here. 12-point lead for MFL MarMac, and a reach-in foul committed by the Eagles.
Well, and the next one's going to put the Bulldogs at the free throw line, so I think that's what the Eagles are trying to get to is, all right, let's get him in the bonus. Let's get him to the free throw line. Take your chances with steals. If we don't get them, we'll see if they can make free throws.
Casey Pika checks back into the ball game for the Bulldogs. and I believe it was Ruff checking out. So left side, Wickner with a minute to go. Again, MFL MarMac works some clock here. You lead by a dozen. Right side to Driscoll. Back out on top to Wickner. Wickner back left wing area. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. They've just moved it around the perimeter. And now Millard runs into Wickner. Tried to knock the ball away from Wickner and then helps her back up from the court. Just hustling, trying to get the ball over top. Wickner now goes to the free throw line as the Bulldogs now in the bonus.
Yeah, good collision there and a lot of bodies on the floor, but I think everybody's okay. So we're going to shoot some free throws here.
By the way, after the third quarter, North Lynn leads Edco 63-31 at the end of the third quarter. So North Lynn is on their way to defeating Edco tonight. A North Lynn team that everybody thought would be a little bit down this year, but they returned enough that they're still pretty darn good. Free throw off the back of the rim by Wickner.
Yeah, pretty good team there, and Edco knew they were going to have their hands full tonight, but looks like North Lynn's got things in hand over there.
So the second free throw being eyed here by, once again, Wickner. Second free throw, it's no good. Missed them both, but Shaw gets the offensive rebound, but loses it out of bounds off the left side, and it goes back to Clayton Ridge. So MFL MarMac's been a good interior team on both ends of the court tonight.
Yeah, they've been doing a nice job boxing out, getting rebounds, and holding Clayton Ridge to one opportunity on the offensive end. Great job there on the offensive end, getting that rebound, just not able to hold on to it.
Backcourt area on top. They work it there with, again, Willie. Time for Clayton Ridge running out here as we approach 30 seconds left in the fourth. Camille Millard has a lane to the basket, drives in, falling to the left, misses the shot. She ends up on the court, missed the floater driving in, and MFL MarMac gets the rebound here. We're inside 20 seconds left in the fourth, and a reach-in foul committed by Willie. But at this point, it will be just determining the final score of this ballgame. Clayton Ridge has scored 2 points this fourth quarter. MFL MarMac has scored 4.
Yeah, the offense has really gotten sluggish, a little sloppy with the basketball. The defense has kind of been running the show out here for both of these teams.
So free throw on its way by Wickner. It is good. Bulldogs getting to the line here late in the ball game. This is something that these young kids will have to learn to play with a lead there and, making free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, both of these teams are going to have to learn, hey, we get in these situations, they put us on the line, you have to take those freebie points.
Second free throw being eyed by Wickner. And Wickner trying to make it a 14-point lead. Second free throw at the back of the rim. But again, an offensive rebound by Kishman, who put it on the floor, and it's taken right away by Sarah Zua. So a steal for the Eagles. 15 seconds to go. Sarah Zua over to Willie. Back over to Hayden Reimer. A three from the volleyball line. Got it from the right side. The young freshman steps into that, but it's a 10-point lead for MFL MarMac. They'll hold it in the backcourt, and the game will come to an end. As Driscoll is actually fouled, bumped into by Hayden Reimer with 0.9 seconds left in the game. It's not going to come to an end yet.
We're not done yet. Driscoll's going to get a couple of free throws here.
So again, the only thing left to decide is the final score. And Driscoll for 2. Both teams finally getting the bonus here in this fourth quarter. MFL MarMac has really led all night long. Had a 7-point lead at the end of one, trimmed to 2 in the second quarter, but built that back up to a 9-point lead here in the half, and they've just kept Clayton Ridge at a distance. Free throw there by Driscoll. It is no good. We talk about the youth of Clayton Ridge, a couple of freshmen on the court. Keep in mind, we've got some sophomores on the court for MFL MarMac.
Freshmen, sophomores all the way around for both.
And second free throw on its way by Driscoll. It is good, 1 of 2. Clayton Ridge will try to get it inbounds here. Amira Miller will take it inbounds, get it to Willie. She'll hold the basketball, and the game comes to an end. MFL MarMac back-to-back losses to start the week on Monday and Tuesday night, but they rebound tonight to win their second conference game and hand the Eagles their first conference loss. It is MFL MarMac 43, Clayton Ridge 32. That's the final score. With the win, MFL MarMac 2-2, 2-1 in the conference. The Eagles dropped to 3-1, 2-1 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, our Chalk Talk for the boys game coming up, but we'll be back with the game stats of our girls game coming up next.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Buchenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Final score, MFL MarMac wins 43-32. Other girls scores, Central beat West Central tonight 60-23. North Fayette Valley leads Postville 54-12. North Lynn leading Edco 63-31 in the fourth. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start once again here with MFL MarMac.
They were led by Emmy Wickner with 11 points, Autumn Shaw with 9, 6 points for Emma Driscoll, and 6 points for Evelyn Fritz, 5 points for Casey Pitka, 4 points for Ava Kishman, 2 points for Samantha Ruff. So we've got 43 points for the Bulldogs tonight. They shot 36%, 3 of 11 behind the arc, 4 of 12 from the free throw line, only 33% there. They finished with 21 turnovers. For the Eagles, they were led by Alyssa Willey with 14 points, 6 points for Myra Millard, 5 points for Hayden Reimer, 5 points for Camille Millard, and 2 points for Lola Reimer. So 32 points. They shot 35% tonight, 6 of 16 behind the arc, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, 50%, and 34 turnovers for the Eagles.
Yeah, story of the ball game, MFL MarMac taking advantage of those turnovers. They win by a final score of 43-32. A quick break, the Chalk Talk for the boys game, coming up next. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Waukon and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life. We begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, your team a good week so far, off to a 2-0 start. Handled Turkey Valley Tuesday night, 81-46. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, I really thought that we played real well defensively, especially for a quarter and a half. We rebounded the basketball. We were able to create turnovers. We got out and ran, and we were able to get some easy buckets. And I think we took a 54-22 lead in the locker room at halftime. And we kind of cruised from there, and I was able to get a lot of kids play time, and that was good. And, I was pretty proud of the kids' effort.
All right, yeah, lots of positive there. Let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
All right, tonight we'll start at guards. We'll start Carter Lightfoot and Brock Hackett. Forwards will be Parker Keel, Eli Hansen, and then we'll have Landon Meany in the middle.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Well, we'll see Carson Pester off the bench, Wesley Corlett, Jaron Willie, and we'll just kind of see how it goes from there.
All right, turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. What do you know about the Eagles?
Well, Guttenberg has always been a tough place for us to play. Kyle gets his kids to play really, really hard. And
we continue the Chalk Talk for game number 2 tonight. We're joined by Clayton Ridge boys basketball coach Kyle Spierschlage. Coach, your team evening up the record there on Tuesday night. Defeated West Central 55-19. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, one of those games where we really did what we needed to do. We got off to a nice start, built a good halftime lead, played solid defense. Offensively, we weren't as efficient and effective as I thought we could have been, but like I said, on the road, after I lost the night before, it was a nice way to get back in the win column.
All right, let's go through starting a lineup for your team in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, so a couple changes over a couple games, but the consistent ones is Colton Hager, junior, will be a starter. 2 other juniors, Seth Kragel and Casey Teasy, starting, so three junior guards handling the ball most of the time for us. Then we go with Maddox Mosier, who plays kind of a variety of positions depending on what defense we're facing. And then tonight, our 5th starter will be Gabe Cook, who will play the top of our 1-3-1 zone.
All right, some of the kids that come off the bench for you and contribute.
Yep, so we actually had a rotation of 9 guys in the first 2 games. We've gone Ethan Backus as a guard off the bench, along with Chris Gebhardt, who kind of plays inside and outside. And then we also have Randy Sarazua and Will Rote, who will be contributing in the rotation. Then we also have junior Leland Mueller, who's just a really hard worker for us, who rounds out the varsity lineup.
All right, turning our attention to MFL MarMac, what do you know about the Bulldogs?
Yep, they'll be, as always, it seems like, a very skilled offensive team. They'll have 3 or 4 guys out there who can shoot it at a very high clip. They have a couple athletic, tall, long post players, so they'll be skilled offensively. Defensively, it looks like they played some man, they played some 1-3-1, maybe a little press, but whatever they're in, they're going to want to speed you up, pressure you into quick shots, and get an up-tempo game that they want to play in the 70s or 80s as they've shown in their first 2 games.
All right, keys to the ball game for Clayton Ridge then. What do you have to do?
Yep, the 2 things are going to be, one's going to be taking care of the basketball. I know in every basketball game, obviously taking care of it and limiting turnovers is a key, but that will be number 1 tonight. We definitely can't, if we turn it over, it's going to lead to layups for them, and like I said, they're skilled offensively the way it is, so we can't give them easy ones. So that's number 1. Number 2, defensive transition. I really believe our half-court defense can do just fine against them. They're still going to score, but I think we can make them earn it. I think we can force some turnovers in the half-court, but we got to get back on defense and get the defense set for that to happen.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Yes, Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spierschlage and his Eagle team. The Chalk Talk continues after this.
As you're bringing in the harvest this fall, remember to watch for overhead power lines.
A safety tip from Iowa's electric cooperatives.
If you snag a power line, remain inside your vehicle and if possible, back away from the hazard. If your equipment catches fire, jump clear and avoid vehicle and ground contact. Call 911 and your local electric company immediately and train your crew on these risks and procedures too.
Iowa's electric cooperatives want you to be safe and productive this fall.
Alameda Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
We continue to begin the Chalk Talk for our boys game. We're joined by MFL MarMac boys basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, your team a good week so far, off to a 2-0 start. Handled Turkey Valley Tuesday night, 81-46. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, I really thought that we played real well defensively, especially for a quarter and a half. We rebounded the basketball. We were able to create turnovers. We got out and ran, and we were able to get some easy buckets. And I think we took a 54-22 lead in the locker room at halftime. And we kind of cruised from there, and I was able to get a lot of kids play time, and that was good. And, I was pretty proud of the kids' effort.
All right, yeah, lots of positive there. Let's go through starting lineup for your team tonight.
All right, tonight we'll start at guards. We'll start Carter Lightfoot and Brock Hackett. Forwards will be Parker Keel, Eli Hansen, and then we'll have Landon Meany in the middle.
All right, some of the kids off the bench for you then.
Well, we'll see Carson Pester off the bench, Wesley Corlett, Jaron Willie, and we'll just kind of see how it goes from there.
All right, turning our attention to Clayton Ridge. What do you know about the Eagles?
Well, Guttenberg has always been a tough place for us to play. Kyle gets his kids to play really, really hard, and we'll probably face one of the better 1-3-1 zones that we'll see all year. And, we're going to have to be able to handle that, and, hopefully that'll be something that we can do.
All right, so obviously handling the 1-3-1, what are some of the other keys in the ball game for your team?
Well, we're going to have to get out and run. We want to make it a fast-paced game. We want to get up and down the floor and use our athleticism. We're going to have to rebound the ball very, very well. And then defensively, we're going to have to be solid, too. They got two real good perimeter shooters that we're going to have to be able to find at all times and make sure that we don't give them any open looks.
All right, obviously you guys have been in a mix in the Upper Iowa Conference the last couple of seasons. I think you figure you've got enough back this year and some additions that you guys can compete in the conference this year.
I hope so. I mean, we're pretty athletic. We got a couple starters back. We got three other kids that played a lot of basketball for us the past couple of years at the varsity level, and then we definitely have some kids coming off the bench that have contributed a lot to our team so far this year.
All right, Coach, we look forward to talking to you afterwards. Good luck in this ball game tonight.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn and his Bulldog program. Chalk Talk continues after this.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency Monona, Auto, Home Business, Crop Farm, and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Morris Funeral Home in Guttenberg and Garnavillo, Grau Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. Welcome back to Clayton Ridge. Welcome
Welcome back for game number 2 with Clayton Ridge and MFL MarMac. Boys, let's go to the keys in the ball game real quick. We're just about ready to go.
For the Bulldogs, use the defense to force some turnovers. They need a fast start, and they need to take something away from the Eagles. For the Eagles, I think you got to control the pace, hit some shots. You got to do some rebounding tonight because the Bulldogs are going to score some points.
MFL MarMac wants to make it a running game. Clayton Ridge would just soon play a half-court ball game. It's really what it boils down to tonight. Meanwhile, our girls' final tonight, MFL MarMac won 43-32. Central girls beat West Central tonight 60-23. North Fayette Valley over Postville 66-22. North Lynn leading Edco in the fourth quarter 63-31. Those are the updates on the scores. We thank you for joining us tonight on KCTN. Apologize for no video feed tonight due to some technical difficulty issues. We're ready to go with tonight's starting lineups. Let's go courtside with Rick Colbert. Tonight's starting lineups here for game number 2.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's UIC doubleheader between the MFL MarMac Bulldogs and your Clayton Ridge Eagles. Let's meet the starting lineups. For the Bulldogs, a senior, number 0, Landon Meany. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 20, Colton Hager. For the Bulldogs, a junior, number 1, Carter Lightfoot. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 23, Seth Kragel. For the Bulldogs, a junior, number 5, Eli Hansen. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 34, Casey Teasy. For the Bulldogs, a senior, number 10, Brock Hackett. And for the Eagles, a senior, number 50, Maddox Mosier. For the Bulldogs, a senior, number 23, Parker Keel. And for the Eagles, a junior, number 54, Gabe Cook. The head coach of the Bulldogs is Eric Detbarn, assisted by Corey Donlin and Michael Moon. The head coach of the Eagles is Kyle Spearsloggy, assisted by Ben Backus and Mike Hinsman.
Thank you very much there. Excellent job, Mr. Colbert, once again. Ready to go with our first action of our boys' game tonight here on KCTN. Bulldogs, of course, they're off to a 2-0 start. This is their third game of the week. Beat Waukon and then routed West Central, routed Turkey Valley the other night. For Clayton Ridge, this is their third game of the week. They lost to Cedar Valley Christian, but beat West Central on Tuesday night. It will be Mosier to jump it up for Clayton Ridge, and it will be Meany to jump it up for MFL MarMac. So a near-packed house for this ball game tonight. And the tip is won by MFL MarMac as they tip it into the offensive end to Hackett. Hackett brings it left side offensively on top, works the basketball with Lightfoot. Cross-court pass back to Hackett, bobbles it, picks it up, swings it right side to Keel. In the corner, that's Hansen, deep right corner for 3. Shot is no good. Lightfoot tracks down the loose rebound, but it's intercepted on top by Cook, who drives in, has the shot blocked by Hansen, but a foul is called on Hansen, and it is the Eagles forcing a turnover.
Yeah, to force turnover there, kind of rare for the Bulldogs to turn the ball over. Didn't get the chance for the second chance points there. And then racing out was the Eagles. And looked like a pretty good block by Hansen, but they're going to say he got a piece of the arm.
So Cook to the free throw line for 2. Free throw, it is good. The Eagles led offensively by Seth Kragel at 17 points a ball game. Casey Teasy with 16 points a ball game. Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, Landon Meany averaging 13.5 points a ball game. Hackett at 10.5 and Keel at 14. Second free throw, no good. Rebound picked up by Meany for MFL MarMac. So back across the timeline. Right side to Hansen, on top to Lightfoot. Nice entry pass to Meany, but it goes off his hands in the right block. He was double teamed down there as Hager dropped down defensively. The Bulldogs turn it over.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Bulldogs early in this ballgame.
Another final to pass along in girls basketball. East Buchanan has defeated Starmont tonight 81-10. The EB girls are plenty good, by the way. Kragel, left side to Hager, and the ball intercepted by Lightfoot. It's a steal. Lightfoot leads the fast break over to Keel, who scores the left-handed layup. Bulldogs turn him over and then get a layup at the other end.
Yeah, just a nice defense there by the Bulldogs, and Eagles trying to run with him. They need to slow it down a little bit, run an offense.
And left side, Kragel Wing area to Teasy. They'll certainly recognize where Teasy's at tonight. Kregel has it right side. The ball knocked away. It is taken away by Keel. Another steal by MFL MarMac. Keel stops, fires up the three, left side, got it from the left wing. Keel with a couple of baskets early, and the Bulldogs race out to a 5-1 lead.
And Keel extends this defense. He picks them up about three-quarters court.
And they play kind of a 1-2-2, and Lightfoot saves it on the steal on the sideline, flips it behind the back to Keel. He drives in, but the shot blocked by Teasy, who then throws the ball out of bounds off of Hansen. A couple of good defensive plays there by Teasy to thwart that fast break opportunity.
And that was a great steal by Lightfoot, able to save that ball and threw it behind his back. Hit Parker Keel right in stride, but not able to finish the hoop.
And again, it will be full court pressure by MFL MarMac, and it's more 1-2-2 pressure as Kregel brings it across the timeline. Left side to Teasy in the offensive end. Middle of the lane to Hager. Hager from the elbow takes the shot, blocked by Meany, but Meany came swiping down that time. Got him on the arm, and that's a couple of quick whistles against the Bulldogs.
It is, and free throw chances for the Eagles. They need to take advantage of this because I think this will help keep them in a ball game where the Bulldogs want to score a lot of points.
So it will be Hager to the free throw line for two. Free throw on its way. It's off the back of the rim. He'll get another opportunity. So the Eagles, again, handling the basketball there. That's going to be a key for them in this ball game, the turnover issue. But it's a young team. Well, it was 4-18 a season ago, but returns virtually everybody. Second free throw touches every part of the rim, circles around, but rolls out, doesn't get the hometown bounce. So 1 of 2, 5-1. Bulldogs in the early lead. Cross-court pass to Lightfoot. Drives baseline, pulls up, 10-foot baseline shot off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Kregel picks up the rebound. So back into the offensive end here now is Clayton Ridge. Kregel, double team, steps out of it. Back over to Hager. Cross-court pass to Teasy. Catches it on the baseline. Drives in. Tries a little one-handed hook shot just outside the lane from about 8 feet away. A push shot. Teasy hits that shot.
Yeah, kind of a sideways push shot and drains it, this Casey Teasy.
And left side, Lightfoot on the wing area. On top to Hackett, who drives in the lane. Feeds it over to Meany. Top of the key. There's Keel. Open for three. Banks it well long off the mark. In fact, missed the rim as it kissed the glass off the left side. So Hager back across the timeline. Kregel in the offensive end, back to Hager. And I'd say this is a 1-3-1, don't you think?
I think that's what they're trying to play here is that 1-3-1.
Kregel from just off the top of the key for three from about 22 feet away. Missed it. Rebound tracked down there by Mosier, and the Eagles will take a timeout. 5:24 left here in the opening act. It is 5-3, the early lead for MFL MarMac. Let's take this timeout.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
First timeout taken there by Clayton Ridge. Coach Spearschlage taking it with 5:24 to go here in our opening quarter. 5-3, and part of that timeout was Mosier getting the rebound off the left side, kind of double teamed, and I think that was part of that reasoning.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure they knew what we're going to try to do here and offensively, but also just to bail him out of that difficult situation.
So backcourt area, Mosier goes to the backcourt as the safety valve, gets it to Teasy. Teasy across the timeline, goes back right side to Hager. Hager in the corner to Kregel. Kregel takes a one-step three right side, banks it well long, just turned and fired there, and the loose ball picked up by MFL MarMac. And he was pressured on that shot. Keel, right side, double team, steps out of the 1-3-1 to Hackett. Hackett to the elbow, top of the key, Hansen open, left side for three, got it! There's one thing the Bulldogs don't mind shooting, and that's three-pointers. They've hit a couple, they lead 8-3.
They love that three ball, and everybody's excited when they shoot them, but they love to throw them up there.
Backcourt area, Teasy, and in the offensive end, the pass intercepted there as Hager tried to go back to Kregel. They get it over to Hansen. Hansen drives in, one-handed runner, hit the side of the backboard. Too far along the baseline. Cook tracks down the long rebound for Clayton Ridge. Back across the timeline, Teasy, right side to Hager. Hager Wing area to Mosier. Bounce pass to Cook. Nice feed. Cook a little pump fake. Hands it on over to Kregel. Scores the left-handed layup from the left side. Good recognition by Cook as he drew the double team.
Yeah, extra pass was great, and Kregel on the receiving end of that nice pass.
Lightfoot to Hackett. He steps into a three. Right side. Rattled around. Got it to stay down. They've now hit 3. And 11-5, the Bulldogs in the lead.
Yeah, not afraid to shoot them, and they're falling right now, so they're going to keep shooting.
Kregel to Hager halfway through the first quarter, and he almost got away with a carry, but he was able to stop the dribble. The ball is knocked away, however, by MFL MarMac, and Hackett, who stumbles to the court, loses the basketball, got poked in the eye. It's picked up by Keel, and we've got a jump ball as Keel is tied up with Teasy, who's on the floor, and it's a mad scramble, but the ball will go back to Clayton Ridge on the alternate possession rule.
Yeah, just a nice steal there by Hackett to get the ball poked away, and then a lot of collision, a lot of bodies flying on the floor, but we would expect nothing less out of both of these boys' teams.
Teasy and Cook check out of the ball game. Clayton Ridge makes their first substitutions. Number 10 into the ball game for them, and that will be Ethan Backus, a 5'10 junior, his first appearance. And also coming in is number 35 in William Rote. He is a 6'3 senior. Eagles get possession here.
Yeah, they're going to take over on the alternative possession, so they'll get the ball back. Another chance to set up this offense.
And Hager left side to Kregel. Kregel in the backcourt. Right side to Hager. Against the 1-3-1 by MFL MarMac. It's the niche defense to play in the conference. Left side to, once again, Kregel. Kregel pump fakes the 3. Goes over left wing now. Works it there with Backus. Backus in the lane to Hager. Open 8-foot shot. Facing the basket. Just goes off the back of the rim. That's a good look. He was able to sneak into that lane, but they come up empty. Lightfoot back in the offensive end on top to Hackett. In the corner, Hansen open. Deep left corner for 3. It's off the side of the rim. Bounces to the left side. Meany gets the rebound underneath. Put back. It is up. It is in. He tumbles to the court. Foul. Count the basket. And the Bulldogs lead by 8.
Yeah, that was a tough rebound there by Landon Meany. The ball trickled around that hoop a couple of times, so gave him a chance to get good position and went up strong, kind of flipped it up there. Gets the basket, gets the harm, so he's going to get the extra free throw.
All right, Hackett checks out along with Hansen. MFL MarMac makes their first substitutions. Number 20 into the game in Jaron Willie, a 6'2 senior. Also in there is number 13, actually number 12 that is, and that is, of course, Wesley Corlett, a 6'5 junior, making his first appearance. So the Bulldogs have a couple of role players that came in off the bench stepping into bigger roles this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Both those guys look to contribute a little bit, both Willie and Corlett.
Meany's free throw on the way. It's off the back of the rim, unable to finish the three-point play, but Keel gets the rebound, tries to step between 2 defenders, but a reach-in foul committed by Clayton Ridge as Parker Keel showing good hops and getting that rebound. And the Bulldogs maintain possession off the left side of the basket.
And you can see he wanted to get that shot off, but not able to get the shot off before the foul was committed. So that's the second foul on the Eagles.
And it will be off the left side, taking it out of bounds in Lightfoot. Lightfoot into Keel. He's open, deep left corner. Fadeaway 3. Got it from the deep left corner. And the Bulldogs lead by 11. 3 minutes left here in the opening act.
That was a pretty floater there, falling away.
And the Eagles turn it over. Kregel tried to go to Rote, the ball thrown behind him. I think he did not expect Rote to advance into the offensive end. And again, that's some light pressure by MFL MarMac, and the Eagles turn it over.
Well, that's Parker Keel just extending that 1-3-1 into the backcourt a little bit, and it's caused some chaos.
For Clayton Ridge, number 22, Chris Gephardt, a 5'10 junior, has checked in. Meanwhile, left side, Willie, and the baseline area to Keel. Keel, top of the key, Lightfoot, 20 feet away, top of the key, grazes the side of the rim. The shot is no good, short. Mosier gets the rebound underneath. So Teasy checked out during that last break as well. Eagles have a couple of more players at the scores table. Meanwhile, Kregel knocked away by Keel, but picked up by Kregel and goes left side to Rote. Rote, right side, intercepted by Lightfoot. Lightfoot gets it ahead to Keel. They've got a fast break. He drives in the shot, blocked by Keel. Actually blocked by, Kregel.
Kregel, yep.
And the rebound picked up by Gebhardt. He got back defensively, and the Bulldogs turned away on that fast break opportunity. Kregel back into the offensive end. Left side pass intercepted by Lightfoot. He's got a couple of steals already. Lightfoot races in, and a reach-in foul from behind by Kregel. Played the old wreck defense there. The guy goes by you, you reach in from behind and commit the reach-in.
Well, and I think that was going to be a pretty open lane there to the basket, so probably not a bad foul, but that's Kregel's second.
And here's the second timeout by Clayton Ridge. 2:09 left in the opening act. 16-5. Bulldogs in the lead. Let's take this break.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Second timeout taken by the Eagles, 16-5. MFL MarMac a good start here on the road.
Yeah, it's going to be MFL MarMac's ball here in the front court as that timeout was taken out after the errant pass there. And they're going to reset here. I don't know what the officials are talking about, but they're talking to the scorer's bench here a little bit.
And this will be the shot clock's at 35. MFL MarMac, by the way, has committed 3 team fouls, and this may be, you did not have a sub. Hager came in during that timeout but did not report to the scorer's table.
Well, I don't think he got to the scorer's table before the horn.
So,
I think that's what that was.
So he will stay out of the ball game for now.
Backus will stay in there.
And inbounds, they'll get it to the backcourt area with Willie. So Willie against the 1-3-1. Teasy kicks the basketball, and Eagles disrupt it there, but they will give the ball back to MFL MarMac, and now Hager checks in.
Yeah, they're going to try to do something a little differently here defensively. It looks like they're trying to extend this defense and maybe get the ball out of the shooter's hands better.
Lightfoot, left side to Hansen. Hansen traveled with the basketball. He wanted to go into the left corner, but actually never got a good hand on the basketball, and that caused him to take an extra step after getting possession. So with 2 minutes to go, the Bulldogs turn it over and back to Clayton Ridge.
And Clayton Ridge going to want to try to set something up here. They've been kind of stuck at half court, passing the ball back and forth, not able to get the ball up farther in the front court.
Backcourt area, Hager across the timeline, right side to Teasy. In the lane, try to go to Cook, and it's intercepted by Lightfoot. Lightfoot has his 4th steal in the first quarter as they try to work it in the lane to Cook. And intercepted. Cook then commits a reach-in foul.
Yeah, Cook just out of control there and ran into Lightfoot after he made the steal. And just a silly foul there on Cook, but that's the 4th on the Eagles. So from here on out, Bulldogs get to shoot.
And backcourt area, Lightfoot. Cook plays the top of the 1-3-1 for Clayton Ridge. Lightfoot able to whiz by him. Left side to Willie in the corner. Corlett, deep left corner for 3 off the front of the rim. Cook gets the rebound for Clayton Ridge. So back across the timeline, you have the Eagles with 90 seconds to go in our first quarter. Teasy, left side. Hansen plays the top of the 1-3-1 for MFL MarMac. Teasy takes a shot from beyond the volleyball line, about 25 feet away. Logo worthy, and the ball goes out of bounds at center court as he banked it well long. He almost tracked down the rebound on the other side of the court and tried to save it out of bounds off the leg of Hansen, but he had stepped out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Bulldogs.
I think that's a shooter going, I got to get my shot because I haven't seen the ball yet.
Yeah, and Lightfoot with it right side in the offensive end. Cross-court pass to Hackett. He's open left side, fires up the 3, banks it long. Hansen gets the rebound underneath, brought it down to the floor, and as he brought it down, Gephardt reaches in to commit the 3rd foul, actually the 5th foul on the Eagles. So Hansen will go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, they got themselves into that situation, and a silly foul there on the rebound, but it's going to give Hansen a couple of freebies at the charity stripe.
So with 1:11 to go in our first quarter, Hansen to the free throw line for 2, and trying to build on the run for the Bulldogs, but that one slides off the left. It is no good. MFL MarMac as a team shoots 46% from the field, 35% from the three-point line, and they shoot 82% from the free throw line, but missed on that one.
Yeah, early in this season, shooting 82%, which is phenomenal, especially early on.
Second free throw, it is good. 1 of 2 as checking back into the game will be Backus. Gephardt checks out. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a team that has just struggled offensively. 32% from the field, 25% from the three-point line, just 35% from the free throw line here, but only played a couple of games coming into tonight. Hager left side to Backus in the offensive end. Back over to Hager. 17-5, Bulldogs in the lead after that free throw. Teasy, strong, right side to Cook, overshot him, had the right idea, made a nice pivot move to get himself free for that shot, but just overshot Cook.
Yeah, overshot him here, and we go under a minute to play, but Bulldogs still got their foot on the accelerator. They're going to look to attack here, maybe get it 2 for 1.
Lightfoot across the timeline, and he'll bring it left side into the offensive end. Steps out of the double team to Hansen, in the lane to Meany. Right side, Parker Keel open, right corner for 3 off the front of the rim. Shot is no good, and the rebound picked out of there by Teasy. Clears it out the left side for the Eagles. Backcourt area, Teasy Double team now steps out of that and goes left side to Hager in the offensive end. Hager, right side, try to pass, intercepted by Lightfoot ahead to Keel. Here's another fast break, and there's the right-handed layup. Lays it over the rim. 14-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, and they're just continuing to play that pressure defense, force those long passes, and then pick pockets when they can.
Left side, TZ on the wing, guarded by Lightfoot. We're down to 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Hager with the basketball. Goes back left side to Backus. Backus, right side to Hager. Hager in the corner to Mosier. Mosier drives right sideline, cut off by Lightfoot. 5 seconds to go, back to Hager. Left side to Mosier. Takes the shot, Backus does. It's blocked there by Keel. And that's how the opening quarter comes to an end. Good start by MFL MarMac. They lead 19-5 at the end of one. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Garden View Place in Monona. Vorwald Enterprises Inc. in Monona. Kanako Floor Covering in Monona. Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville. Ems Machine and Manufacturing in Monona. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville. Myers Auto Service in Monona. Clayton County Recycling of Monona and Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington.
We've played one quarter, 19-5. It is once again the lead for MFL MarMac. What was our shooting in the opening quarter?
For the Bulldogs, they were 7 of 17, 4 of 10 behind the three-point line, 3 of 7 inside, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. For the Eagles, they were 2 of 7 for 29%, 0 of 4 on threes, 1 of 4 at the free throw line.
It is Hansen, Keel, Meany, along with Lightfoot, and also out there is Hackett, starting 5, top of the key. Hansen open, top of the key for 3. It's off the mark, missed it to the right. Rebound falls right back into the hands of Hansen, who saves it on top to Lightfoot. And they have it right side with, once again, in the lane to Keel. Keel in the corner. That's Hackett. Deep left corner for 3. It's off the side of the rim. Missed it to the right. Rebound pulled down there by, once again, Mosier. And he's tied up with by Meany. But I think they're going to call Meany for a reach-in foul.
Yeah, I think they're going to say Meany got a hold of an arm before he got a hold of any ball.
All right, couple of boys scores to pass along at the end of one. North Fayette Valley leads Postville 19-5. Also, North Lynn leads Edco 26-14 at the end of one. So 7:33 to go in our second quarter.
Yeah, it looks like Clayton Ridge here is going to take it out. Hager's going to bring it up on the left side of the court, and he and TZ work in the backcourt a little bit. Again, Parker Keel on top of that pressure.
Yeah, right side to Craigle. Just check back into the ball game. Craigle also out there as well for them is TZ, Hager, Cook, and Mosier. As driving in between pressure is Craigle. The ball actually knocked away from TZ into the hands of Craigle. Tries to go in the lane to, that time, Hager, who takes a little push shot, falling away from the right block, and a foul committed by Corlett, who just came in for Meany.
Yeah, Corlett reaching across there, and he's in there because that was the second foul on Meany. So he may be done here for this first half with those 2 fouls. So Corlett may see some extended time. He's going to have to learn to stay off because he fouled Hager on that shot.
And the free throw by Hager, it is good. So it's 19-6. Stops a run by MFL MarMac, by the way. That was an 8-0 run. One thing that Coach Detbarn's team usually does is they're so good at runs. Second free throw rattled around. Hager makes them both 19-7.
That's a good sign. They were 1 for 4 on the charity stripe the first quarter, 2 for 2 to start this second quarter.
So back across the timeline, it is Keel, right side to Hansen, drives baseline, reaches in with the left hand, misses the shot, but Corlett fouls up the rebound there. Able to follow through from the right side, lays it up and in. Bulldogs go back up by 14.
Yeah, nice follow up there by Corlett.
And right side, Mosier on top to Hager. Hager with it on the right sideline area towards there. Goes to Craigle as they extend that 1-3-1. MFL MarMac does. Back out on top to Craigle. From the volleyball line, launches about a 28-footer. Shot is no good. Lightfoot gets the rebound, and TZ commits the foul over top. That'll be the second whistle against the Eagles here in the first 90 seconds.
Well, long shots turn into long rebounds, and everybody sees that ball hanging in the air and just throwing hands at it instead of going grab it with 2, and that's what happened with TZ. just made contact with the body, throwing his hand at the ball.
Lightfoot back over to Hackett. The ball kicked out of bounds by Teasy right in front of Coach Spearschlage, and it will stay down here with MFL MarMac. The Eagles don't mind the three-pointers, but they've taken a couple that are well behind the arc.
Way deep, yeah, absolutely.
And backcourt area, especially as we mentioned, a team shooting 25% from the three-point line. Left side, Keel, he's going to take a three left wing. It's off the back of the rim. Shot no good. Hansen comes crashing in, jumps over everybody's back as he tried to catch it in the air and bounce it up from the right side, but he's called for the foul coming over top. Third whistle against the Bulldogs here. We're going to see some free throws this second quarter.
Absolutely, because that's Hansen's second, so he's going to the bench. We're going to see Jaron Willie coming back in, and that's going to be third team foul, and we've got another timeout here, and I think this is Clayton Ridge taking a 30-second.
They've only got two more to work with, so we'll take this break with them. 21-7, Bulldogs in the lead.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
So it's 21-7, 6:21 to go in our second quarter, 14-point lead, and the Eagles have used 3 timeouts already here in the first half.
They have. They've tried to fine-tune some things here and to keep this game manageable for them.
Backcourt area. It is once again Kregel across the timeline. Back right side to Hager. Hager to Mosier. He's open. Right side fires up the three. Airs it long, but Teasy reads the rebound. Put back shot blocked by Corlett. And the rebound picked up by Willie. So the Eagles challenge, but Corlett denies him down low. Left side Hackett. He's got a lane to the basket. Rolls to the right side for a reverse layup. It's up and in, and the Bulldogs lead 23-7 now. Their biggest lead of the half.
And nice finish by Hackett around the rim there. And again, defense set right away again. Bulldogs putting that pressure on.
Another boys score. Central leads West Central at the end of one, 21-6. Meanwhile, in the lane, Cook pump fakes, takes the shot, altered by Corlett. But the air bank picked up by Mosier, who swings it left side. Teasy for three, and it's a wedge shot. Between the rim and the backboard, Keel tries to jump up and get it. He can't get it. Mosier tries to go up and get it. He can't get it.
Tough.
Kregel again can't get it, and Mosier finally does. It was actually Keel again who tried to knock it away. And on the second try, Mosier actually knocked it down as the ball was wedged between the rim and the backboard, and it is a jump ball, but it stays down here with the Eagles. Our first wedge shot of the season.
It was stuck in there. They were putting a lot of pressure on it. Had to punch it out of there finally.
And again, Eagles taking off the left side of the basket. Hager has to go on top there to Teasy, who tried to go back left side, but deflected out of there by MFL MarMac on that sideline.
So you said we have a Central West Central score. That's our only one.
Central leading West Central 21-6. We mentioned North Fayette Valley leads Postville. That's in the second quarter, 19-5 score of that ball game. And Northland, as we mentioned, leading Edco 26-14. Meanwhile, the shot taken by Teasy from the left wing area, misses it long. The rebound kicks to the right. Cook could not track it down on the corner below us. It goes out of bounds and will go back there to MFL MarMac.
Well, and the Eagles are getting some looks here, getting some shots up, but nothing able to fall. They've only had a couple of free throws so far in the first 2.5 minutes of our second quarter.
And Lightfoot across the timeline, left side to Hackett, right wing. They go right down underneath the Corlett, who cuts through from the left side, scores the right-handed layup. Nice cut and nice dish by Keel. 18-point lead for MFL MarMac.
Great ball movement out of the Bulldogs, just getting that thing back and forth and into the post.
Kregel to Backus, right side to Kregel. Kregel with it, right wing area, goes baseline to Mosier. Mosier cut off on the baseline, back out on top, knocked away by Hackett. Got a hand in the passing lane, but it goes out of bounds into the Clayton Ridge fans, and it will stay down here with the Eagles.
And the Bulldogs are relentless on D. They are in passing lanes. They're getting tips, deflections, which are eventually leading to steals.
It's a team that has quite a bit of athleticism yet. Kregel pump fakes the three, then takes a step around three-pointer and banks it wildly long. An off-balance shot, not a good look, but Cook tracks down the rebound on the right side. And here is Backus in the offensive end. Backus back over right side. Shot clock's down to 3. Kregel takes a step back 3. Nope, he couldn't get it off. It's knocked away by Hackett. Taken away. They get it over to Keel, who lays it over the front of the rim, but it goes off the back of the rim. Then he commits a reach-in foul. Keel tried to lay it over the rim that time instead of using the bankboard. And it's a pretty move, but it ends up nothing.
Yeah, he was trying to just kind of lay that over the edge. I think he got a piece of that rim on his way down, and ball just hit the back of the iron, popped back out, and never had a chance of going in.
All right, Mosier and Cook check out for Clayton Ridge. Gephardt into the game. Also in there is number 35, and William Rote back in there. And checking out for them, as we mentioned, were Gephardt and Cook. So the Eagles facing that 1-3-1 by MFL MarMac. 4.5 to go here in our second quarter. Eagles have only scored 2 points this quarter. North Fayette Valley leads Postville, by the way, 12-4. That was a score 12-4 at the end of one. So Hager, left side in the offensive end for the Eagles. Back out on top and works it there with, again, Teasy. Left side to Hager. Drives in the lane, takes a fall-away 8-foot shot, banks it up and in. Tough shot, drifting to the right, but banked it in. 16-point lead for the Bulldogs.
And that's his 4th point tonight.
And Lightfoot called for traveling as he pushed it into the offensive end. He wanted to go to Keel. Got kind of caught in the air that time and ends up with a traveling violation.
Yeah, rare turnover there on the Bulldogs. Their turnovers are about 16, 17 turnovers, which is they'd like to bring that down. Right now they're sitting at 5, but they've been causing a lot of turnovers. Clayton Ridge is sitting at 12 turnovers here in the first quarter and a half.
And MFL MarMac, you're going to live with some of those turnovers because you try to quicken up the pace of everybody. But, yes, and the one thing Clayton Ridge has done well, and, again, this is some of the competition they faced as well, but they've handled the ball well. Teasy goes off a pick, just off the left side, open for 3. Got it! And the Eagles climb back within 25-12. That's a nice open look there.
That was a great look for Teasy, and he knocked it down.
Those 3-pointers, you have no issue with him taking. Keel left side to Willie, to Hackett. Hackett puts it on the floor, loses it, picked up by Lightfoot in the corner to Willie. Back over to Lightfoot on the left wing. Back in the corner, tried a no-look pass to Willie, and the ball sails into the Clayton Ridge cheerleaders at the end of the baseline. They've got 9 of them, by the way.
Yeah, they got 9 cheerleaders. They've been doing a good job tonight to this capacity crowd, and, we don't see that very often in high school anymore as a team that's got a good group of cheerleaders.
And by the way, Postville, they're putting their money in there, racing with Postville as far as number of cheerleaders.
They are with numbers. They're right up there with them.
And Postville has a ton of girls and boys usually on their cheerleading squad. So Krenkel back into the ball game, and the Eagles down by 13, trailed by 16 a few moments ago. Krenkel on the left wing and brings it on over right side. And again, Rote back out on top to Teasy. 3-minute mark here of our second quarter. Craigo goes off a pick. Back over right wing area now to Teasy, who's going to take a 25-footer right side off the side of the rim. It was contested. And the rebound pulled down there by MFL MarMac. Ahead of the pack, Hackett. Hackett back over to Lightfoot on the left wing. And they'll bring it middle of the lane to Keel. Keel in the lane, put it on the floor in traffic, easily knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Hager, and he's followed from behind by Corlett. Keel was asking for trouble putting that ball on the floor with a lot of Eagles defending down low.
Yeah, just put that ball a little low, and that's going to be the 5th foul. It's only the first foul on Parker Keel, but the 5th team foul this quarter. So for the last 2:48, the Eagles are going to go shoot some free throws, starting with Colton Hager with a couple more opportunities.
Yeah, he's been to the line a few times already tonight. He'll have 2 more here. Eagles have only committed 1 foul. And Hager to the free throw line for 2, with the Eagles trailing 25-12. Free throw on its way, and that one is good. So the Eagles, only 13 points so far here in this second quarter, but this can help build them offensively, getting to the line. Always a good thing.
Yeah, that first quarter only able to put up 5 points, so 8 points already in this quarter. Chance to score without the clock moving here.
Mosier checks out, actually in. Gephardt checks out. Second free throw good by Hager. So 1 of 2 actually makes them both. 25-14 is the score. Lightfoot into the offensive end, hands it on over to Keel. Keel, left side, covered, back over right wing to, again, Lightfoot, back over to Keel. He's going to take a 17-footer, left side, banks it well long. Corlett had his hand on the rebound. Lightfoot tracks it down on the sideline, saves it on top to Hackett. Good hustle there. Back over to Lightfoot in the lane. Keel slices through. Shot no good, but fouled by Teasy. Teasy reached over top. Nice cut there by Keel. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
I think Teasy thought he got a lot of ball on that one, but official said, nope, looks like he got a piece in the arm as well. So going to send Parker Keel to the free throw line.
Just the second whistle on Teasy. The second team foul by Clayton Ridge. Free throw, it is good by Keel. And it's 26-14 rather. Hanson and Meany come back in. Corlett checks out, as does Willie for the Bulldogs. Meany, who's been really good for them, stepping into more of a role this year.
Well, and he's got those two fouls, so he's got to play clean here.
And the second free throw good by Keel. Yeah, they've been getting some scoring down low with Meany at about 14 points a ball game. Both free throws made by Keel. He's a good free throw shooter, and it's 27-14. Meanwhile, the ball knocked away by Keel. Kregelet knocked away. Keel goes in for a reverse layup. Used the glass that time. Attaboy. 29-14. Bulldogs go back up by 15 as we approach 2 minutes left here in the half.
Yeah, learned from his mistake that time. A nice, strong layup.
Hager right side to Teasy. Teasy baseline to Rote. Rote back over to Teasy. Mosier at the left elbow area goes on top to Hager. Hager to Teasy. Teasy right sideline, and he's called for carrying the basketball. He was trying to back his way, actually, towards the lane, but a turnover committed by the Eagles.
And Hackett was the defender there, able to force that turnover.
Eagles, by the way, will bring Cook back in. Rote checks out. So the Eagles have went what? They've played 4 off the bench, and now we've got another timeout. This is by Clayton Ridge again. This is their 4th timeout here in the first half. But they realize the game kind of hangs in the balance. It's 29-14. Let's take this break.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
1:54 to go here in our first half. Bulldogs lead 29-14. I believe that's correct. The Eagles only have 1 timeout left.
I believe so. If that one was called by the Eagles, we're down to just 1 for them for the remainder of this game.
And we talked about Coach Cranbeer, who played for Coach Detbarn, by the way, at MFL MarMac in the early years of the Coach Detbarn era. They like to hang on to their timeouts for the second half of ball games. Hansen drives in, pulls up from the elbow, misses the 15-footer. Rebound pulled down by Mosier underneath. But again, when you're down by 15, the Eagles looking for something to work here on offense. May have been what that timeout was about, what they want to do offensively. Cook, right side along the baseline, on top to Kregel. Kregel takes a step at 3 from the left wing, circled in and out, no good. Cook got the rebound, lost the ball as it was knocked away by Lightfoot. Kregel not a bad look that time as the shot just rimmed out for him.
Yeah, but Coach Verslaggy, different school of thought here. He uses them in lots of situations, and he's used 4 of them already in this first half.
Can't take them home with you.
No, you can't.
Inbounds pass. It's knocked away by Keel as they try to work it back out on top near the sideline area to Teasy. So we'll take it out instead of underneath the baseline. We'll take it out of bounds off the left side. Meany will check out with those early fouls, avoided number 3, which you kind of held your breath on the other end as he was going up for a rebound.
Reaching for that. So they're going to bring Corlett back in. Wesley Corlett's going to finish out probably this quarter. Meany's going to stay on the bench.
Gives him another tall kid at 6'5". Meanwhile, Hager against the 1-3-1. Right side to, again, Kregel. Kregel to Teasy. Teasy, about a 25-footer right side. Got it from the right wing. So Teasy's hit a couple of threes. They lead by 12.
Yeah, still trailing by 12 here. Bulldogs' lead has been cut down a little bit here.
All right, North Fayette Valley, by the way, leads by 12. That's where that's come in. As the Bulldogs throw it away in the offensive end. It's intercepted by Kregel on the baseline pass. Hager back left side. Kregel drives in, traveled with the basketball. Moved the feet before moving the ball. All right, North Fayette Valley leads Postville at the half, 26-14. That's where we got the 12 points there. So North Fayette Valley leading by a dozen at the half. Another girls' final. North Lynn has defeated Edco tonight, 71-36. The final score there. Coming up at the half, we're 50 seconds away from that. We'll talk with our coaches from our girls' game tonight. We'll talk with assistant coach Casey Czar from Clayton Ridge, as well as MFL MarMac coach Brian Bugenhagen. Meanwhile, Hackett drives in, pulls up, 15-footer left side. Nice stop and pop shot from just inside the left wing. Yeah, 31-17 Bulldogs.
Smooth shot by Hackett there, and Bulldogs turn up the defense here once more.
And Teasy has it right side. Back out on top to Hager. Hager left side to Kregel. Takes a 3 left wing. Rattled in and out. No good. Rebound into the hands of Mosier. But the shot blocked underneath there by Corlett. And the rebound tracked down by Keel along the baseline. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Hackett right side to Lightfoot. Lightfoot, nice feed to Corlett. And misses the shot as he took it off balance from the left foot with the right hand underneath. Back in the offensive end is Kregel. 5 seconds to go. Kregel goes right side, intercepted by Lightfoot. Lightfoot, 3/4 court pass to Keel, who catches it in the air and caught it behind the three-point line. Just tried to flip it up. Athletic move, but it's well short. And the first half comes to an end. But MFL MarMac led by, 14 at the end of 1. They lead by 14 here as we go to the half. 31-17, Bulldogs in the lead. Halftime stats and coaching interviews from the girls' game coming up.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student-athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
At the half, again our score, 31-17. MFL MarMac leads Clayton Ridge. We're joined by Clayton Ridge. That's the boys' game, by the way. We're joined by Clayton Ridge assistant girls basketball coach Casey Czar. Coach, first off, your team tonight, turnovers were the issue. I know that's something you addressed about earlier.
Yep, you just can't turn the ball over that many times, and especially against a good MFL MarMac team that's going to put some girls on the floor that can just really get in your face. You gotta be able to handle pressure, and that's going to come with having younger guards. We started 2 freshman guards tonight. But we told them in the locker room, it's time to grow up. It's not 8th grade basketball anymore, and I think they'll be better going forward.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the good news is freshmen, so there's lots of room for improvement there. You kind of get that with young kids. Alyssa Willie came off the bench for you tonight. I know hobbled by an ankle, but still a really good ball game, 14 points.
Yeah, Alyssa has kind of stepped in a new role for us. Just looking forward to the future, she is a senior. She's going to graduate, so these freshman girls are going to get an opportunity to play point guard this year. And last year we kind of didn't utilize her enough scoring-wise. And this year she's kind of taken on that role of shooting the basketball, and she's kind of found her shot. We started off the season 0-25 from 3, and we kind of found it tonight. It kind of felt better about that, and Sav and I talked a bit, and we're like, I think we kind of started finding our shot a bit. So
yeah, and obviously she's a girl that you want to shoot when she's open.
Yes.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the inside game. You guys have been really good at the inside game tonight, but more of a challenge tonight with Amira Millard and Lola Reimer.
Yeah, so MFL, hats off to MFL senior girls. They're 2 post players. They played against Amira and Lola pretty well. We struggled a little bit to get it inside. When we did, we kind of found success with going up with it, but then also getting it inside and kicking it back out to Alyssa. Just kudos to MFL for shutting down our inside game.
All right, what's coming up for you guys now here?
We're going to have a non-conference on Monday versus Maquoketa Valley, and then back to conference play against Southwind, I believe, on Friday.
All right, so kind of a short week, but it's been a busy week for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you start the season off with a quick one with Elkader and just back-to-back games in this week. Especially, not a lot of people know this, but Erica Sarazua, our starting point guard, she's on the dance team. She just drove from Des Moines 3 hours after performing yesterday. They stayed the night and everything, but she wasn't at practice all week too. So that's another thing that's it's not an excuse, but it's just another thing that we were dealing with.
It's another good thing to be involved with.
Yes, so it's kind of fun to get her to do that, and the girls support her with everything, and so do we. It's just fun. It's fun looking forward to see what we could do.
All right, Coach. We look forward to catching up with you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, Dan.
Still a nice week. 3-1. That's not bad. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk with MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. When our halftime show continues after this, Bulldog boys lead by 31-17 at the half.
The winter high school sports season has begun, and the doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage you to support your local high school basketball and wrestling teams. Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Mark Foey, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hopfler of Family Dentistry wish all of our student-athletes a very healthy and successful season. Call 539-4651. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona, where health-changing smiles are created.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Welcome back down here to Guttenberg, 31-17. Bulldog boys in the lead at the half. We're joined by MFL MarMac girls basketball coach Brian Bugenhagen. Coach, first off here, defensively tonight, that's where it started for you guys with your pressure defense.
Yeah, that's what we want to do from the get-go, get out and get some steals and some easy buckets. They do have some younger guards that we thought we could take advantage of there, but we did a good job of getting some turnovers and some easy buckets.
All right, let's talk about, obviously, the play of Emmy Wickner in this ball game. Your guards were really good. Wickner led the way with 11 points in this ball game. Got a good spark off the bench with Evelyn Fritz with 6 and Emma Driscoll with 6 points.
Yeah, it honestly kind of starts with Emmy. She's our point guard, our leader, gets her into our offense, and just we're better when she's on the floor. She's been dealing with a foot injury right now, and just nice to have her back. And Evie Fritz came in and made some big buckets for us, and she's being a freshman, she's playing like she's been a 4-year starter. To be honest with you, she's done a really good job for us, and Emma plays a number of different positions for us and does a good job as well.
All right, obviously tonight as well, Autumn Shaw down low. Again, your post play was good on both ends of the court tonight.
Yeah, Clayton Ridge really wants to get the ball inside, and I thought we did a good job. And we've seen enough tape on him that we were able to keep him out of the lane, and just gave up too many threes though. That was probably the frustrating part on that, but I thought both offensively and defensively we did a good job in the post.
And especially, I think the way this team bounced back from a tough week so far.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely wanted to get into the weekend with the W here, and it's always a tough place to play. It's always a physical game down here, but yeah, we got to get momentum back on our side, just build confidence. We're actually a pretty young team, and we just want to make sure confidence in what we're doing and get ready for next week.
All right, we'll talk to you before that game Monday night.
All right,
against
sounds good.
Edco. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac basketball coach Brian Buchenhagen, girls coach, victorious earlier tonight, 43-32. A break. When we return, first half stats, second half action. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We have a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going either on your farm or on the road. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Check out our current rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions. Edgewood Auto and Towing in Edgewood.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Sinceriors Interiors by K in Monona, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Agent Lanny Keel, your New York Life agent in Garnavillo, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, and Furniture Showcase in Oilwine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments.
At the half, MFL MarMac leads 31-17. Boys games at the half, North Fayette Valley leads Postville 26-14. Central leads West Central 42-16. At the half, also it is North Lynn leading Edco 54-20, and East Buchanan leads Starmont 30-22. We turn things over to Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the first half totals, and let's start with MFL MarMac.
MFL MarMac is led by Parker Keel with 14 points, Brock Hackett with 7 points, Eli Hansen with 4, Wesley Corlett with 4, and Landon Meany with 2 points. So that's 31 points. They shot 39% in the first half, 4 of 13 behind the arc. That was 31%, 8 of 18 inside for 44, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 60%, 8 turnovers in the first half for the Bulldogs.
Totals for Clayton Ridge now.
For Eagles, they were led by Casey Teasy. He has 8 points. Colton Hager with 6 points. Seth Krego with 2 points, and Gabe Cook with 1, so that's 17 points. They shot 24% in the first half. 2 of 14 behind the arc, only 14% there, but 3 of 7 from the field otherwise for 43%. 5 of 8 for 63% at the free throw line, and they had 15 turnovers in the first half.
And the turnovers a concern there, and a team offensively that was the issue last year. Can they score in a tough shooting half for them? And again, they approach the second half. The important thing is in this ball game. Defensively, Clayton Ridge has been solid for the most part, but MFL MarMac's had some runouts that have kind of let them build the lead.
They have. They've been playing solid defense, I think, but the runouts and the big threes, just those runs that MFL MarMac always has just kind of puts them behind the 8 ball here. So, and they don't have a lot of timeouts, so they're going to have to figure out some things on the fly and make those adjustments.
14-point lead for MFL MarMac. Again, they led by 14 at the end of one. Both teams put up 12 points in that second quarter, but MFL MarMac had that one run of 8-0, and again, that's what they do. They do well. They put together a run, and before you know it, it's a 6-0, 8-0 spurt, and all of a sudden, they've got control of the game.
Well, and you look at the leading scorers, Teasy's up there with 8 points, and Colton Hager's having a nice night, all 6 points in the second quarter. Seth Kregel needs to get involved. William Rote, some of those other guys need to get some hoops here.
All right, it will be the Bulldogs basketball to start the second half. It'll be Lightfoot. Also out there as well will be Hackett along with Keel and Meany. Starting 5 out there. Hansen's the other 5th one. And back out on top now with Lightfoot. Right side to Keel in the lane. Nice pass to Meany, who rolls to the right side up and in. This is what the Bulldogs have done well this week, is get the ball down low. And a nice set to start the second half.
Great set play, and Landon Meany comes open and puts in the nice easy layup.
Back left side, Teasy in the offensive end. Diagonal pass, not sure where he was looking for. There was nobody along the baseline, but Hackett reads it well, and the Bulldogs force another turnover. For the Eagles, it is Cook, Kregel, Teasy. Also out there is Mosier, and Gephardt starts the second half. Left side, Lightfoot open for 3. Aired it out long. That ball just did not come off the hand right. He was open on near the left wing for 3. And just did not have good control of that ball. Ends up being a tough air ball.
Yeah, that came off the hand right away. You could see it when it left his hand. It wasn't going to be anywhere near it.
Backcourt area, Keel pressuring, but they get it ahead to Kregel in the offensive end to Teasy. Teasy loses the handle on it. Loose ball picked up there. Teasy able to track it down as he's again hounded by Hackett along with Keel. Back over, Teasy, right wing area now. And he'll have to redirect it right side to Gephardt. Eagles really kind of struggling to get in the half court, but now Kregel rolls to the right side, leaves the shot short, aired it out from about 3 feet away. Cook got the rebound, and it's intercepted by Lightfoot. Lightfoot ahead to Keel, who leans in, uses the left hand over the right side up and in. Tough move by Keel, another basket in transition. 35-17, the Bulldogs continue to be in control.
Yeah, they continue to finish on those runouts and, again, hounding on defense and causing those errant passes.
Teasy left side on top to Kregel. He's going to take a 22-footer right side. Got it from just off the right key. And again, that you don't mind. Set on the shot, not drifting, took it straight through.
Yeah, feet under you, elevating straight up, finishing at the arc. That's a nice shot for Seth Kregel.
Hackett able to split the defense. He drives in, flows up a one-handed shot 8 feet away, left it off the front of the rim short. Mosier gets the rebound for the Eagles underneath. 15-point lead for MFL MarMac. 6 minutes left here in the third. Teasy open left side, fires up the 3, got it from the left wing. Back-to-back threes by the Eagles. They're back within a dozen.
Yeah, right back in it here with a couple of big threes and a couple of stops defensively.
Lightfoot left side to Meany. Meany cross-court pass to Keel. He'll fire up the 3. Blocked by Teasy. Teasy got a piece of it. Shot no good. Gephardt got the rebound underneath for the Eagles. So Clayton Ridge may be in the midst of a run. Teasy left side. Back out on top to Gephardt. Gephardt, again, brings it on over right side, bounces it left side, knocked away by Hansen, picked up by Keel, bounces it back to Hansen. Here's another layup, scores it from the right side. So just when you think the Eagles making some ground, the Bulldogs defense forces a steal.
Well, and they're forcing those over-the-top slow passes, and that's allowed them to really move their feet and get in the shorts of the guy with the ball, and it's just been causing havoc for the Eagles.
Mosier left side to Kregel, fires up a 3 left side off the side of the rim, and again, there's a good example there, kind of drifting. Rebound pulled down there by Meany. Lightfoot, nice pass to Hansen. He drives in, left-handed layup, rolled in and out. Meany the rebound, scores the putback from the left side. Good pursuit there by Meany. Bulldogs go up by 16 here, 3 minutes into our third quarter.
Yeah, that was a great follow by Meany. It's nice having height who can get that rebound and put it right back up strong.
Easy to Gephardt. Gephardt with it, baseline to Cook. Cook, nice feed to Kregel, rolls to the right side, lays it up and in. And that's what the Eagles looking to do. Get some action inside. Kregel scores the layup on a nice recognition by Cook.
Yeah, Cook in the short corner, great entry pass.
Lightfoot, right side. In the offensive end is, again, Hackett. Top of the key to Lightfoot. Nice pass as crowding along the baseline is Keel. Misses the shot, though. Meany gets the rebound. Triple team. Steps right through it. Takes it up from the right side strong. He's been much involved this third quarter. Back to a 16-point lead.
Yeah, sat most of that second quarter with those 2 fouls. So he's ready to play. He's got fresh legs.
Kregel Across the timeline into the offensive end. Tried to go to Gephardt, but that pass too high, too hot to handle. Goes out of bounds, and it goes back there to the Eagles. And I think Clayton Ridge wants, this would be their final timeout here.
Yeah, by our calculation, this is the last timeout for the Eagles.
4:10 left in the third. 16-point lead for MFL MarMac. Let's take this break.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmers.realfood.realmeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
41-25, 4:10 to go here in our third quarter. 16-point lead for MFL MarMac. And again, the Eagles here. And last year we said this is part of the learning experience for this team. And this is still a team that's primarily young. I mean, they do have some kids that play in their second year, but they're juniors now.
Yeah, they're juniors, but it's still early in this junior year.
Yep, inbounds to Meany, and a nice set by the Bulldogs run out of the timeout. Meany cuts down to the left block and lays it up and in. He has had a great third quarter. Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night.
Just another steal there, and knocked away by Hansen.
Yep, and Hansen with the assist there from Keel. Nope, misses the layup, but Keel tracks down the loose basketball. Right side, Lightfoot open, right side for three, got it. Bulldogs up 46-25 now here in the third.
And that defense just continues to be relentless, getting those tips, those steal outs, and unselfish basketball that time by the Bulldogs.
During the timeout, Backus checked in there for, once again, Clayton Ridge. Kregel with it on top to Mosier. Mosier, right side to, again, Backus. Backus on the floor, covered, has the ball taken away by Keel. It's another steal. Keel races down to the offensive end, drives in the layup. It is up. It is in. Foul, count the basket. A nifty left hand to the right side by Keel. Pulling away now at 23.
Yeah, Keel went up with the right hand, quickly switched it to the left, get the better angle, got the kiss off the glass. Going to get the freebie at the free throw line.
And
here.
Again, turnovers, MFL MarMac taking advantage of them.
Yeah, that's the sixth turnover of this half for the Eagles. They're up to 21 turnovers.
All right, substitutions. Hansen and Lightfoot check out for MFL MarMac as Corlett comes back into the ball game along with Willie. They make their first appearance here in the second half. That foul committed by Gephardt, that's our first foul in this second half. Free throw by Keel, rolls over the front of the rim. It is good. 49-25, MFL MarMac in the lead. And this is where their athleticism is a heck of a difference against teams.
Well, and I think this is where you start wearing a team down with your athleticism.
And here, back over on top, Gephardt, actually number 52 into the game in Randy Sarazua, a 5'10 senior. Sarazua to Kregel. Kregel takes an off-balance three, left side, shot blocked by Corlett, rebound by Meany. This is the first time we've seen Meany and Corlett back in the ball game. A couple of 6'5", 6'6" fellas. Right side Corlett, low pass there as Hackett drove into the lane, tried to kick it to the right wing to Corlett, but it was a low pass and it goes through the legs, out of bounds, and the ball goes back there too. Once again, Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, Corlett not able to get his hands on that, a little low, trickles out of bounds. So Eagles will reset here. Bulldogs still in their 1-3-1 defense.
Across the timeline, it is Backus, high post area to Sarazua. Left side, Kregel open. Left side for three. It's off the back of the rim. Had a good look from the left wing. Keel gets the rebound. He stops, pops, fires up the three. Grazes the bottom of the rim. Meany gets the rebound. Between four defenders, they're kind of calling for traveling, raving off that shot, rather. Meany got the rebound amongst a host of Eagles, put it back up and in, but wave it all off.
Yeah, that was a mess of people down there and able to finally get the ball, but shuffled his feet before he went up with the return.
Gephardt checks out of the ball game for the Eagles. Back in there is Teasy. We were talking about Coach Spearschlag taking those timeouts, but again, he has just tried to stop the tide in this ball game.
Yes, he's trying to just ride those waves, slow down those runs by the Bulldogs.
Rote, pass right side from Teasy, but too hot to handle. Rote cannot track it down along the baseline, and the Eagles are going to turn it over back to MFL MarMac. So the turnovers continue to be the issue, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keel across the timeline offensively. goes left side to Willie. He's got a lane to the basket, goes up and he takes the shot, ends up on the floor, run into by Rote. The ball ends up in the air. Nothing called. He was expecting contact, and the Eagles pick up the loose basketball. So he took the worst of that. Backus drives in, swoops between a couple of defenders. The shot no good. And then Willie called for the foul on the other end as Rote ends up on the floor. And I think Willie's going, where was that on the other end?
Hey, he's like, I thought I took a lot of contact on that end. I didn't dish out quite as much on the other end.
So that's the first foul on Willie with 1:59 to go here in our third quarter. The Bulldogs leading 49-25. Free throw on its way there, and that free throw's off the back of the rim. It is no good. Another opportunity for Backus.
Yeah, we've got a couple more substitutions. Looks like Eli Hansen's going to come back in the game, and Brock Hackett's going to go to the bench for the
Parker
Bulldogs.
Keel checking out as well. And the second free throw being eyed here by Backus. Free throw on its way, and that one's off the back of the rim. They come up empty. Rebound deflected out of there, picked up by Meany for the Bulldogs. Meany backcourt to Lightfoot. Good pressure by Rote, but Lightfoot able to bring it across the timeline just before the 10-second violation. Right side to Willie in the lane, trying to go to Meany. Short pass, intercepted easily by Sarah Azua. Got to throw it over top to the big guy.
Get that up top. Landon Meany's going to go up and get that nice high pass.
Kregel stops the dribble at the volleyball line to Sarah Azua at the high post. Drives in. Shot blocked by Meany. Challenged but denied on the drive. And the ball stays down here, though, with the Eagles.
And a big swap by Meany there, just from behind there, easily knocking that out of bounds.
And it will be Kregel taking it off the right side of the basket for Clayton Ridge. Both teams only one foul here in this third quarter. Kregel inbounds to Rote. Rote back over to Teasy. He's open, going to fire up a three. 22 feet away off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. Hansen gets the rebound underneath. And the Bulldogs bring it back into the offensive end. Left side to Hansen, who drives in, takes a left-handed floater. Shot no good, but bailed out by contact. Hansen that time was driving left side, a pretty athletic move, but had Backus stayed away, that shot was going to be off the mark.
Yeah, a little off the mark there, a little far away. He couldn't get quite as close to the rim and tried to float that up there, but made a little contact, so a couple of free throws for Eli Hansen.
Hansen has two. Let's update you on a couple of scores. North Fayette Valley now pulling away from Postville. That is 52-25 at the end of three, so the Tiger Hawks have doubled up their scoring in the second half. Meanwhile, the free throw by Hansen, no good. No good. So,
and a ton of substitutions here. Gebhart coming in for the Eagles. Gabe Cook back in for the Eagles. Maddox Mosier back in for the Eagles. So they've got a little different personnel out there for this last minute.
Rote, Backus all checking out of the ball game. Free throw, it is no good, and the rebound goes to the elbow area there with Gebhart. So back in the offensive end, it is Clayton Ridge down by 24. Both teams missing free throws on both ends. Mosier, top of the key, left side, baseline area to Cook. It's in and out of his hands and loses out of bounds in the far corner. Cook came along the baseline, trying to catch it from 15 feet away. 1:05 to go in the third. Bulldogs get it back.
Yeah, interesting set out here for the Eagles. They've got Kregel who can handle the ball and Teasy who can help out with that as well. But a lot of posts, a lot of tall posts out there.
And back in the lane, nice entry pass from Corlett. Down right side to Meany. Fouled by Teasy coming over from the top. High post, low post. You can't draw it up any better than that.
Yeah, Corlett, nice entry pass. Got it up nice and high. Meany, go get it. And got fouled on the backside as he was trying to gather himself and go up for that shot.
That is the third foul, by the way, on Teasy. Just the third whistle against Clayton Ridge here in the third quarter. MFL MarMac has only committed one. Free throw on its way by Meany. It is rattling in and out. It is no good. Meany having a great third quarter offensively.
Yeah, he is. He's been knocking down shots and the beneficiary of some great entry passes.
And second free throw on its way. It is good, 1 of 2. What is he at point-wise for this quarter?
He's at 11, or this quarter he's got 9.
Yeah, so it's 50-25. MFL MarMac doubling up Clayton Ridge right now. Inside 50 seconds left in the third. Back over left side to Teasy. Teasy with it, right wing to Kregel. Kregel double teamed out of that 1-3-1. Now goes back left side to Teasy. Teasy with it, right wing to Kregel. Kregel drives in, stumbles, loses the basketball out of bounds, and it goes there to MFL MarMac. Either that or it was going to be traveling, but the Eagles turn it over.
Yeah, just got a step by his defender there, but lost his footing, and ball trickles out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Bulldogs. They can hold it for 1. The shot clock's off.
Turnovers in this third quarter for Clayton Ridge, by the way.
Clayton Ridge is at 9 turnovers.
Hansen, right side, drives on the right baseline area, cut off, back to Meany at the high post. Meany, 20 seconds to go, triple teamed, and then fouled by Clayton Ridge. Triple team had the good defense at first, but then reached over top, and the foul is the second. Actually, correction there, that is the 5th on Clayton Ridge.
No, that's
fourth.
Fourth.
All right.
A lot of hands there, and one of them was bound to get a hold of a piece of Landon Maney.
Well, I don't know who the foul is on. If it's on Teasy, it's his fourth, but they have not put it up on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, they haven't put it up there, so we're not sure.
Inbounds to Hansen. Hansen drives in, takes an off-balance shot, banks it up and in from just outside of the right lane area. 52-25, Bulldogs lead here with 10 seconds left in the third. Backcourt area to Kregel. Kregel across the timeline into the offensive end. Double teamed, and the ball taken away by Corlett in a foul committed. Oh, they call it jump ball. So that's a break for the Eagles. That would have been the fifth foul, but it's a jump ball. It goes back to Clayton Ridge. They'll still have 4.1 seconds to work with.
Yeah, they're going to have maintained possession here, but 4 seconds to go, and you know the Bulldogs are going to force them to get this ball in the backcourt. Look for Teasy maybe to take this shot.
Backcourt area to Teasy. Teasy goes back to Gephardt. Gepardt's going to take a three. Right wing, it is well short, and the third quarter comes to an end. MFL MarMac led by 14 at the end of the half. They've extended it to 27. 52-25 as we go to the fourth. Let's take this break.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Bulldog Eagle Basketball is brought to you in part by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, and by Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com.
So it's 52-25 as MFL MarMac outscores Clayton Ridge 21-8 in that third quarter. They lead by 27, and it will be MFL MarMac's basketball as we start the fourth. It'll be Hackett, Lightfoot, Keel, Meany out there along with Hansen, starting five. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, it'll be Kregel, Cook, Mosier, Teasy, and Gephardt starts this second half as well. What do we have stat-wise here in that third quarter?
For the Eagles, they were 3 of 10 overall, 2 of 7 behind the arc. For the Bulldogs, 9 of 17, but 8 of 13 inside the arc, and 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
On top, it is Hackett who dribbles the ball off his foot, goes into the backcourt, and MFL MarMac will just let it go. And they say last touch by Clayton Ridge. Yeah. Lightfoot was down by the Clayton Ridge bench on that far sideline, let it go out of bounds, and they had feared maybe an over and back, but it was actually touched by Cook. Lightfoot apparently saw that.
Yeah, he must have had the awareness of that's going to be our ball either way.
Lightfoot, right side. They go high post right in the lane to Meany. Lays it up and in. Again, Keel caught it and just in one motion flicked it to the right block. They lead by 29 right now.
Yeah, they're looking smooth offensively. They've been able to hit the big three, and now they've really worked it inside with Meany. He's had a great second half.
All right, into the third quarter. Starmont leads East Buchanan 52-48. Meanwhile, Kregel, top of the key, left side to Gephardt. Gephardt brings it back to Kregel, and the Eagles here have been struggling offensively, only scoring 8 points this second half. Mosier, deep corner, goes on top, intercepted by Keel, and the loose ball picked up by Meany. Now it's knocked away by Kregel, picked up there by Kregel. Eagles maintain possession.
Yeah, it's just kind of a mess, but we're going to be under 5 for the shot clock.
And driving in is Teasy, has the shot blocked by Meany, and it goes out of bounds, and it doesn't make a difference. It's a shot clock violation against Clayton Ridge as the horn sounded as the ball went out of bounds.
Yep, they're going to give that ball back to the Bulldogs. That's going to go down as a turnover.
All right, North Fayette Valley leading Postville in the fourth quarter, and Cale Reister of North Fayette Valley has just scored his 1,000th point of his career. So congratulations there. And here is Hackett, open off the top of the key, left side for three, rolls flat off the side of the rim. Mosier gets the rebound off the right side for the Eagles. How about that?
Congratulations to Cale Reister. Yeah, we knew he was going to get there. We knew it was going to be early. We just didn't know it was quite this quick.
And we saw 32 points in the ballgame from him the other night. In the lane, entry pass to Cook. It's intercepted. Here's Keel in the offensive end, knocked away from Kregel, by Kregel from behind. And that stops the Bulldog fast break opportunity. And they lead still by 29 points as Kregel checks out. And into the ballgame for them will be Ethan Backus.
Yeah, that ball was tipped out by Landon Meany, so he's getting in on the steals and defense on this all.
And that was on the defensive end. Inbounds to Keel. Keel back to Meany. High post fadeaway shot 10 feet away, probably closer to 12. Hits it. And Meany continues to add on to his point totals this second half.
He's had a great night tonight, and nice job of finding him inside by the guards.
Gephardt baseline to Cook. 31-point lead. Gephardt takes an 8-foot shot, banks it well long. Rebound picked out of there. Picked up by Keel. Keel back to Lightfoot. And again, the Bulldogs want to run. Nice pass to Meany, at least looking like it. Then Mosier got a hand in the passing lane. Good hustle coming back defensively by the Eagles to stop what would have been an easy layup at the other end.
Yeah, nice recognition by Lightfoot, but good read on the defensive end there by Maddox Mosier, able to tip that away.
Inbounds on top to Hackett. Hackett right side to Keel. He's open, deep right corner for three. It's off the back of the rim. And the rebound pulled down by Gephardt at the free throw line. Inside 6 minutes left in the fourth. Bulldogs on their way to a perfect week. Mosier has it right side, drives baseline, takes an 8-foot shot, played Annie over. It's long. Rebound by Backus, who brings it on the left side, takes a fadeaway three. It is no good. Then Clayton Ridge comes over the back, trying to get the rebound off the right side. Pick or choose. Was it Cook or Mosier?
Yeah, I don't know which one it was. They're going to give it to one of them and give the ball back to the Bulldogs here.
All right, another score at the end of third. North Lynn leading Edco 77-34. Yeah, North Lynn girls and boys are still kind of good.
Yeah, they're having nice years.
And with it on top, it is Lightfoot. Lightfoot for the Bulldogs. Left side to Hansen in the corner. Hansen drives in. The ball knocked away by Backus. Loose ball in the court. Mosier dives for it. Saves it for the Eagles. Good hustle there. And it is Clayton Ridge's basketball with 5:20 left in our fourth quarter. And a bit of a standstill here in this third quarter so far.
Just kind of feeling things out. Here's a tipped ball by Parker Keel. But,
goes into the backcourt.
Going to be run down by the Eagles.
Backus can track it down, and he tries to throw it left sideline. He was looking for Cook or Gephardt and actually split the two, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was right down the middle of those two. The one person we haven't seen here in this second half, we haven't seen much of Colton Hager in the second half. He had 6 points in that second quarter. We haven't seen him much, so I'm not sure what the issue is there.
All right, by the way, another score. Central leads West Central. That score is 60-21. That ball game is in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Hackett misses a shot. Rebound by Keel underneath. Keel flips it back out on top to Hackett, but the ball is knocked away, and the Bulldogs turn it over. So that was a good entry pass. Hackett actually had a good look. He's had kind of an off game tonight as he's had some looks. Mosier to Teasy. Teasy with it now, brings it baseline to Mosier, deep three in the right corner. He makes it, but it's going to be waved off. He was actually so far in the corner, he was out of bounds. His foot was on the sideline.
Yeah, his step in for that three, that foot was out of bounds, and he stepped into the shot. Well, nails the shot, but out of bounds first.
So it's waved off, and the ball goes back to MFL MarMac. Corlett has checked back into the ball game. Hansen checks out for MFL MarMac. So they really have two posts on the court. Left side, Hackett open, left corner for three. Circled around, no good. Keel comes sliding in to get the rebound, but it goes out of bounds off Kregel underneath. Keel and Kregel both went up for it off the right side of the basket. Stays down here with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, both of them going up strong for that rebound. Nobody able to come down with it.
Inbounds, rolling to the basket is Corlett. Knocked away by Sarazua. Again, you brought the ball down in a lot of traffic, and the Eagles steal it away. So Teasy back left side. Kregel in the offensive end. The scoring in this quarter is 4-0, almost halfway through, and the Eagles throw it away again. Kregel tried to rifle it left side, but again, not looking where you're throwing it there, and the ball goes off the hands of Gephardt. Too high, too hot to handle.
Well, we talked about those 9 cheerleaders for Clayton Ridge. They have been peppered with errant throws tonight. Over their heads, at their feet. They've been on their toes all night long.
They've been great cheering in this ball game tonight, but they have really had to be awake there on the side. Keel with it. Left elbow, drives in, double team, knocked away by the Eagles. Good hustle there by Sarazua and Mosier converging. And we go inside 4 minutes left here in our fourth quarter. Only thing left to decide the final score of this ball game. And Kregel at the volleyball line. Drives in, kicks it left side. Gephardt open, left wing for three. Got it! Gephardt with a three-pointer off the bench. 56-28 now. The Bulldogs doubling up the Eagles. Lightfoot, nice pass down low. There's Meany wide open. Lightfoot looked to the right, then reversed it on over to the basket on the right side, where Meany scores it, puts the Eagles down by 30 again.
Yeah, looked off that defender so smoothly and hit Landon Meany in a nice one-handed pass.
Teasy with it, right side, goes in the corner to Mosier. This time 17 feet away, aired it out long. Had a good look at it, and Corlett the rebound back over to Meany. Meany crossover dribble and blocking call by Sarazua as Meany was going to try a little shake move to the right.
Yeah, he was going to try to get around that and go to the hoop, and they say Sarazua was blocking on that, so give the ball back to the Bulldogs here underneath the hoop.
All right, a couple of substitutions. MFL MarMac with 3:15 to go appears to be going to the bench. with Lightfoot, Meany, and Hackett all checking out. Into the game is number 4. That'll be Tristan Bacon, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 13 into the ball game, Austin Trappy, a 5'10 senior. Also in there is number 2, and that is Karsten Pester, a 6'3 junior. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge, Jaron Willie, by the way, also checked in. We missing anybody else?
Nope.
Everybody checked out except for Corlett.
That was it, yep. So the Eagles stayed with who they had out there. Nope, they've got William Rote is back into the ball game as well for them.
And Clayton Ridge has played pretty much 9 the whole night, so actually I think they've played almost their entire bench. Yeah, they got 4 guys there on the bench, actually 5, so everybody's played. In the lane, they try to go to Corlett, and there's a foul underneath by Clayton Ridge. All right, so we've got subs pretty much finishing this thing out. Kregel and Teasy are still in the court for Clayton Ridge.
Yep.
But with 3:07 to go, let's see if we can finish this strong.
Yeah, that was a silly foul there by Sarasua. Just reach around with both hands and gave him a hug.
Bacon inbounds to Corlett, back over to Willie, who drives in, takes a one-handed runner, just lowered the head, takes it from 8 feet away. Tough shot. It is no good. Teasy gets the rebound. Kind of an old-fashioned set or running jump shot there, floater.
Running one-handed floater.
Yeah, it wasn't close. So with it back left side, Kregel. Kregel open left side, fires up the 3. That one long off the right side. Rebound by Corlett off the right side. So Postville again North Valley defeating Postville tonight, 71-34. Meanwhile, here is Pester, deep left corner for 3. Shot no good. Kregel saves the rebound underneath the basket. Back into the hands of Sarasua. Good hustle by the Eagles underneath the basket. As Kregel brings it across the timeline. A couple of subs at the scorer's table as the ball is knocked away. Corlett steals it away, feeds it back over to Bacon, who scores the left-handed layup. From the left side, the reserves get into the act for the Bulldogs with a steal and a basket.
Yeah, Tristan Bacon going up with the left, on the left, and finishing strong.
Well, Corlett at 6'5" on the top really causes problems trying to throw it over top. 2-minute mark of our fourth quarter. Kregel drives right side, takes a step back 3, right wing, got it from the right side, and a timeout taken by the official because he wants to let the subs in. So Kregel will check out, and I believe Teasy will check out as well for Clayton Ridge, even though Teasy doesn't realize it yet. Yes.
Yes, Teasy, you're out. So we've got a couple more subs.
Yep, number 14 into the ball game for them.
Leland Mueller.
Yep, and Mueller, his first appearance, a 5'8 junior. And also in there as well is number 10, Backus, back in there. So everybody getting to play tonight for Clayton Ridge. And now the Bulldogs, Bacon tried to go right side, tried to go there to number 3, who just came into the ballgame for them, in Kyler Nearing, a 6-foot junior. And the ball goes back there to MFL MarMac. All right, Cook and Gephardt coming back in. Mosier and Rote check out for Clayton Ridge. 1:49 left in the fourth. We've got an official's timeout. We got a little bit of a spot on the court.
Yeah, it looks like we got some water maybe on the court.
It looks like maybe blood. By the way, our nurse's assistant is looking at the sideline.
She's going to gloves. Yep, absolutely.
So with 1:49 to go, it is 60-31 here. 29-point lead for Clayton Ridge. So both teams coming to their huddle now. So it's actually a couple of spots. So we're going to take this timeout with them. 1:49 to go. Back with the finish after this. It is a 29-point lead for MFL MarMac. They're on their way.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Buchenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Well, I think our court is cleaned up. We had a bunch of spots. The only question is who?
Well, we've got people in the crowd pointing out more spots now. So I don't know what's going on, but somebody is bleeding somewhere because they keep pointing out more spots. They're drying some things here. They're trying to find some things farther up by half court.
Have we found out who it is?
Well, they're working on William Rote, so it must be him.
All right.
The the trainer is working on him right now, and it looks like assistant coach Casey Czar is going to put on some gloves. He says, I can go clean up some blood. So he's going to go out there and finish that up. Actually, it's head coach Czar.
Yep, so Savannah Czar comes on out there to help clean up as they find a few more spots. Our officials continue to look. Even Coach Spearschlage joining in here.
Everybody's looking for spots. We could have stayed a commercial, Dan, but we've got 1:49 to go here. It's going to be the Bulldogs ball. It's going to be on the right side of their hoop, on the side. And we've got a lot of subs out there. Got a little delay here, I guess.
Yeah,
equivalent of a rain delay.
Still got a way to go here in this ball game. And I think they've got everything cleaned up finally. So, as we mentioned, subs for both. Cook is the only starter left in the court there area. Meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, number 11, Kinnick Corlett, a 6'2 junior, has made his first appearance into the ball game for, again, the Bulldogs. So, right side, Bacon. Bacon on top, works it there with Trappy. Trappy, right side to Bacon. Bacon's going to take a 25-footer on its way off the front of the rim. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down there by Clayton Ridge and Backus. 90 seconds left in the fourth. Backus back right side. And on top there, Backus is going to take a high-arcing three off the back of the rim. Shot is no good. Sarazua just knocks over everybody, gets the rebound, pulls it away from everybody, feeds it back to Backus, and he'll score the layup. Sarazua deserves credit for the assist on that one hustle.
Absolutely. He just cleared the path right there.
And back offensively, Bacon right side to Trappy. Trappy goes baseline to Pester. Back over on the wing to Bacon. Bacon drives in. Covers it back out on top to Trappy. Trappy from the elbow, 15-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected there, saved out of bounds by MFL MarMac and Corlett. Back out on top to Trappy. Trappy drives in again, left side to Bacon. New shot clock. Bacon open left side, takes a 15-footer, gets the kiss off the glass, side of the rim. Hit the glass, goes through. 62-33, 45 seconds to go.
Friendly roll.
Yeah, Bacon into the scoring column for MFL MarMac. With it on top, the Eagles. Mueller has it. Right side, here's Gephardt. Nice set shot 15 feet away. He's had a couple of shots here this second half. And it's now 62-35, 30 seconds left in the fourth. Trappy right side. He's going to launch a three. And there's an out. Maybe hit the bottom of the net, but the ball saved into the hands of MFL MarMac, and it is Kyler Nearing the ball left side, able to pick up that loose basketball. Nearing will go up to the left side, and he'll have 2 free throws. He was fouled with 23 seconds to go, fouled.
Yeah, he was fouled there on that nice save by the Bulldogs, and going to go to the free throw line for a couple of freebies.
And free throw there is good. 63-35, MFL MarMac's biggest lead of the night, 31. They led by 14 at the half, so they've just continued to pull away. This second half, the left-handed Nearing, second free throw, it is good. Makes them both, and it's 65-35. MFL MarMac defensively tonight doing it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with a lane to the basket, driving in right side, the little floater by Mueller leaves it short. He found himself free. Back in the offensive end, Nearing tried to drive through everybody. Lost the basketball, picked up by Cook. Cook drives in. That ball knocked back by Nearing. And Nearing with a turnover, then a steal, evens it out.
A little rec league basketball here to finish it up.
Trappy pulls the trigger 17 feet away off the front of the rim. It is no good, and the game comes to an end. MFL MarMac built a 14-point halftime lead. They just continue to pull away the rest of the way. And the Bulldogs finish perfect in week number 1. They defeat Clayton Ridge by a final score of 64-35. With the win, MFL MarMac 3-0, 2-0 in the conference. Clayton Ridge drops to 1-2. They are 1-1 in the conference. We'll take a break. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school basketball from KCTN Sports.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Are you wanting to eat better, feel better, get your weight or other numbers under control, and need someone to hold you accountable? This is Brandy Strube, registered dietitian with Veterans Memorial Hospital. I welcome consultations with patients of all ages and look forward to helping you meet your nutritional goals. Please call the hospital to set up an appointment or ask your doctor for a referral at your next visit.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
Welcome back to Guttenberg. Our final score, it is MFL MarMac victorious tonight in our boys game, 64-35. Other boys finals, North Fayette Valley beats Postville 71-34. Central over West Central 77-31. North Lynn big over Edco 84-48. Starmont boys lead East Buchanan. That is in the fourth quarter of that ball game, and it is once again 52-48 in the fourth quarter. Starmont in the lead. Hopefully we get you a final before we're out of here tonight. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals. First off for MFL MarMac.
For the Bulldogs, they were led tonight by their leading scorer, Parker Keel, 19 points for Parker, 17 points for Landon Meany. He had a huge second half with 15 of his points in that second half. 8 points for Eli Hansen, 7 points for Brock Hackett, 4 points for Wesley Corlett, 4 points for Tristan Bacon, 2 points for Kyler Nearing, and 3 points for Carter Lightfoot. So that gets them to 64 points. They shot 41% tonight overall, 5 of 23 behind the arc, 21 of 40 inside, which was huge. A lot of those runouts, 7 of 12 from the free throw line for 58%, 16 turnovers.
Yeah, Meany, by the way, had 15 of his points in the second half. For Clayton Ridge, let's go to their totals.
Yeah, they were led by Casey Teasy. He had 11 points. Seth Kregel with 10. 6 points for Colton Hager. 5 points for Chris Gebhardt. 2 points for Ethan Backus. And 1 point for Gabe Cook. So 35 points for the Eagles tonight. They shot 28% overall. 6 of 26 behind the arc, 23%. 6 of 17 otherwise. 5 of 10 from the charity stripe for 50%. 31 turnovers for the Eagles tonight.
And that's the story of this ball game. I mean, they've been struggling offensively, but to give yourselves an opportunity in the ball game, that number has to be cut down there into the teens, at least.
Yeah, we talk about, the Bulldogs had 16 of their own, but they are putting a lot of pressure and kind of helter-skelter, and you're going to have some of those. The Eagles just weren't able to, cause any turnovers. They were constantly just struggling to get the ball into the front court.
And MFL MarMac, again, a team that had an injury-plagued season last year, got healthy the second half of the season, and were one of the stronger teams in the conference. Some pieces to replace, but this is an athletic team in the conference. This is going to be fun with North Fayette Valley, Southwind, along with Keyhigh in the mix there. Southwind, I mentioned Southwind. I don't know who else.
North Fayette Valley.
Yeah, North Fayette Valley. That's the one we're forgetting there.
There's a lot of good ball clubs, and there are a lot of athletic ball clubs, so it's going to be curious to see what they bring to the court and how people respond to the defense, offense of any of these teams.
And that's going to be fun to kind of see how those teams kind of play things out. The other thing is for Clayton Ridge, are you that team to work your way into that group now?
Yeah, that's the thing. Can you get yourself into that next tier of wins and competition and things like that instead of the season that they struggled with a little bit last year?
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be joined by MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn, along with Clayton Ridge coach Kyle Spierschlage, when our postgame show continues after this.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Welcome back to Clayton Ridge. Our final score, 64-35. MFL MarMac victorious in our boys game tonight. We're joined by Bulldog basketball coach Eric Detbarn. Coach, first off tonight, I think defensively, again, that's what you guys really hang your hat on.
Yeah, I thought we were able to create a lot of turnovers, get a lot of easy baskets, and I thought the kids worked pretty hard defensively for us tonight.
All right, let's talk about offensively, and we'll talk about Parker Keel in just a bit, but it really seemed like the effort in the second half was to get the ball down low, and Landon Meany continues to emerge from you.
Yeah, he does, and we thought we could exploit something down, when we got the ball in the corner when he dove to the hoop, and we were able to get him the ball with his size. He's a little bigger than anybody else in there. So.
All right, Parker Keel, 19 points, leads the way for you offensively. Benefit of some of those runouts.
Oh yeah, a lot of runouts. Probably had 3 or 4 runouts that he didn't even make. But 19 points is big. Who had 17?
It was actually Meany had 17.
Oh, Landon had 17, so that's good.
Yep,
so
15 in the second half.
And we had a couple guy with 8, guy with 7. So
and let's talk about that supporting cast. Eli Hansen had 8, Brock Hackett had 7. So you got some guys that can score here.
Yeah, I think last game we had our starting 5 were in double figures. So we have 5 guys I can put on the floor that can put the ball in the hole. Wes Corlett can put the ball in the hole for us too off the bench. So. We got about 6 guys that can put the ball in the hole for us, and, hopefully that's going to be a plus for us going.
Well, and the other thing is, I think, athleticism-wise, you figure you guys are just as good as anybody in the conference that way.
Yep. We can get up and down the floor. I got some kids that can run and jump and get after it. We just got to be a little smarter with the ball as far as ball handling is concerned. We had some concerns tonight with our passing and things like that, but we were able to get the win, and that's something we got to work on.
All right, quick turnaround for you guys. Play Monday night.
Yeah, we got Edco at home Monday night, and then we turn around. We got Southwind on the road on Tuesday, and Southwind's will be a real tough challenge for us. So, we got to play well Monday night, and then hopefully get a little more momentum going into Tuesday.
Yeah, big game for you guys, especially early in the season here, and you look to continue to establish yourselves. We'll talk to you before that ball game on Monday night. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, MFL MarMac basketball coach Eric Detbarn on his Bulldog team. We'll keep it right here as our post-game show continues. We're joined by Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyle Spirschlage now. Coach, first off here in this ball game, again, in the first half, just trying to settle your team down a little bit during the timeouts.
Yeah, I know I used 4 of them in the first half, but I used the 4th one with 2 minutes left. It was a 15-point game. And I said, all right, guys, there's 2 minutes here. If we can tie or win this, we have a little momentum. But I said, if this gets out of hand in the next 2 minutes, you're looking at 25 or 26 down at half. That's disheartening. So we won those 2 minutes. We had to 14, hit a couple buckets in the third, and then they extended it.
All right. Obviously, turnovers continue to be an issue against pressure from MFL MarMac.
Yeah, I'm sure we had 25. And it's hard to replicate that in practice. Or actually, our JV did a really good job last night of trying to replicate it, and we turned it over last night too, and then it led to here. I know it's so easy to say, fake the pass, get turned, all that, but I got to give credit to their athleticism, their length, and their anticipation. Makes it challenging.
Yeah, you mentioned there was actually 31 turnovers in this ball game tonight, so that's something that you obviously need to improve upon. The big thing is offensively, when you got into some things, you showed you had some shooters. I know you guys were looking down low too.
Yeah, I know we lost by 30 and it was our best game of the week. I'll be honest, the effort was the best of the week. And you're right, when we were able to handle it and had some inside looks down low, had a few more open threes in the second half. Love the effort though. I can't complain there.
Yeah, Teasy and Craigle lead you offensively. 11 points for Teasy, 10 points there for Craigle. And again, those are some guys you're going to lean on.
Yep, those will more than likely be our top 2 scorers more often than not. And it was nice for them to get some points on the board in the second half, and I'm sure it was maybe a few other guys got a couple buckets.
Yeah, Chris Gebhardt off the bench, a couple of baskets.
Couple nice looking shots there. Yeah, what a great teammate and a worker. Whatever we ask him to do. So good for him to get a couple points up.
All right, obviously a tough shooting night for your team, and that's something that needs to continue to be looked at.
Yeah, and I would say I'm going to credit a lot of that to us probably taking rush shots or highly contested shots. So yeah, I tell you what, their defense is solid.
Yeah.
Very tough.
What's coming up for you guys here?
Yeah, Coconut Valley non-conference on Monday, and then we're off Tuesday and Southwind next Friday, and then we go Lansing Turkey quick before break. So couple tough games coming up, but if we get this effort, I'll be happy, and the results will hopefully be our way more with this effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you figure this team's going to get better handling the basketball, going to get better offensively.
Yeah. We will.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you guys. We'll catch up with you guys.
Thanks for covering, guys.
You betcha. Clayton Ridge basketball coach Kyer Spirschlage talking things over there about his Eagle team. As again, they dropped the decision tonight. Final score 64-35. A quick break. When we return, we'll wrap things up here from Guttenberg after this.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Welcome back to Clayton Ridge. Our final tonight, it is MFL MarMac 64-35. They're victorious over Clayton Ridge in our boys game tonight. Other boys finals, North Lynn defeating Edco tonight 84-48. North Fayette Valley beat Postville 71-34. And in that ball game, Cale Reister goes over 1,000 points for his career. Central beat West Central 77-31. And Starmont leading East Buchanan in the fourth 52-48. Our girls final tonight, Clayton Ridge wins, actually North Fayette Valley wins 43-32. They led by 9 at the half, kept Clayton Ridge at a distance. They win 43-32. North Fayette Valley over Postville 66-22. Central beat West Central 60-23. North Lynn beat Edco 71-36. East Buchanan handling Starmont tonight an 81-10 setback tonight. So those are the scores from across the area. We're joined by Coach Aaron Hammond. Coach, let's go through first off your thoughts on our girls game tonight.
I think we've figured out that, there's a lot of athleticism in some of these girls' teams, and they just need to figure out how to harness it. And I think tonight we saw the MFL MarMac Bulldogs really use that defensively to kind of fuel things offensively. They did a great job of, shutting down Lola Reimer in there, not giving her many touches, so they were able to take things away. And I think from a defensive standpoint, if they can do that, that's going to help them out in the long run going forward.
Yeah, for Clayton Ridge, it's a case there of just taking care of the basketball. It's just like the boys' game. You got to take care of the basketball to give yourself some more opportunities. Again, they did some good things in the half court.
Absolutely. They did some really nice things, but they just needed more opportunities because they were hitting the shots when they were there, but got to give themselves a chance.
All right. Now, your thoughts on the boys' game. MFL MarMac's going to be in the mix, aren't they?
They are. They're going to be in the mix. They need to find consistent scoring. I mean, they're getting runouts, which always helps, get those runs, but some consistent scoring in the half court, and then that defense is just stifling it. It doesn't matter who they're putting on the top of that. Everybody who was up there did a great job of forcing things from the half court.
You're going to see some teams in the conference that don't turn it over 30, 31 times a ball game, and we talked about that for Clayton Ridge. This is a team that when they get into their offense, again, they see some good things, even though they're not shooting the ball well yet. But again, that's part of more of the pace of play they want to play as they continue to get used to that. As you look forward to the Eagles there, they come away from the opening week 1-2.
Yeah, it was a tough week for them, and you heard Coach Spursvog, you talk about it doesn't get any easier for them. They've got Maquoketa Valley and then another couple conference games, so they got to get things figured out. But I think he used that first half really to try to teach, this is what we need to be. This is the important point of the game. We got to do something here, and hopefully those kids are learning from that and carrying that into the next game.
All right, Monday night, a quick turnaround from us. We'll take Tuesday night off. We'll do a game this Monday night, and we'll be in Monona. MFL MarMac takes on Edco. Hoping to have our video issues taken care of by then on Monday night. You can catch the game on KCTN FM 100, KCTN.com, and hopefully there on our KCTN YouTube channel as well. So again, MFL MarMac girls and boys victorious in our featured games tonight. We'll see you Monday night, Coach.
Yep, we'll be up there.
Again, for Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Paula Mahoney for running our studio show tonight. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Epic
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.